Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dying times here.
Oh boy, do we have something fun to talk about tonight, that's for sure. The Matrix Resurrections. Yay.
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 I think it's just Resurrection.
No, I think it was actually Resurrections.
It's Rec Direction is more like it.
It's there. I don't feel like there were any erections at all, but all right.
Yeah. Yep. Not in the least. Anyway, we have a special guest tonight. Joining us is Brightest Day, also known as Zach. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing really good. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. Doing fantastic.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, that shit, dude. Like tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Crazy.
Oh.
Very, very crazy indeed. Yeah. Ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho. Also joining us, as usual, Culture Casino. How you doing, dude?
Who you calling a hoe, bitch?
You, Tom.
Oh, who you calling a bitch, ho? Anyway, look, I'm good. Great. Have a good time.
That's good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah. This is Christmas Eve. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve, and then we have Christmas. So.
Yep.
I'm gonna be doing my regular schedule on Christmas Eve. So
unfortunately, I will not. I will be out doing family stuff tomorrow.
And I will actually, at some point during the day, do a Christmas show during the day just to hang out with people, because people are always looking to hang out on Christmas.
Absolutely. So. Also, another regular panelist, Wes Moody of the Wes Moody Webcast. How you doing?
Got a touch of a cold here, but I'm doing fine. So happy Christmas Eve, everybody.
Happy Christmas Eve to you as well. And then there's Tom. How you doing, Tom?
Where? That motherfucker owes me money.
Yeah, I know. He owes me money too.
How much?
Too much.
Oh, yeah.
Give me $500.
Give me $500.
No, fuck you. Give
Look
me
at that.
$500.
Culture's getting, I know Brightest today was already ready for the Matrix, but now Culture Casino.
He's got to overdo it.
Yeah, he's
I'm
overdoing
trying to get into the Matrix.
He's like in that sumbitch, yeah.
Get in there.
He's in version 1. What's white, black and white?
What now?
You're in version 1, which is black and white.
Well, yeah, you have to remember, back in my day, the internet was monochrome.
Oh, I remember that.
Monochrome.
Not that young.
It was.
Not Kodachrome.
You're using a Mac. Using a Mac to get in the Matrix.
Yeah, an old. Yeah, I've got my my Apple IIe. That's what I'm working from here.
Oh God, yeah, those are fun.
And just in case anyone's wondering, this is not an agent cosplay. This movie is so bad it made me go blind.
Yeah.
Wow.
He has the cane and everything.
Yeah.
Wes Moody with $2 with the sunglasses, the red pill, and the some kind of face. Snoozing face. Yeah.
Falling asleep. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, dude. I started watching that movie pretty late last night, and I was fighting to stay awake.
Yeah.
While watching it.
Well, Script Doctor told us a story over on Midnight's Edge After Dark and said he actually fell to sleep.
That's fucking funny. Oh my God. I finally have my own troll, Chimps Division. That's great.
Yeah.
Finally my very own troll account. That's great. On the Ko-Fi side, Elegabulous has a script, $6. No, it's actually not script for change. It says, I have some thoughts on today's verdict, but I don't want to derail tonight's stream. Should I save it from Monday? My gut tells me to remain quiet regardless. I hope you and Mrs. Division have a very Merry Dixmas. P.S. Don't forget to feed Mad. Well, occasionally we'll slip some moldy bread underneath the bed for him, or wherever he's hiding. I'll be honest with you. I haven't really been paying attention to that case, so I know that the verdict was guilty, but I don't know what ultimately led up to that. So that might be a good Monday topic.
Yeah, probably a good Monday.
Yep.
Yeah, and Merry Christmas to you, Elagablus, and all of your loved ones as well.
Yeah. Okay. Going down the chain here.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I was not trying to find David Blair's comment or his super chat. All right, here we go. David Blair for $10. Not as bad as Highlander 2, but Matrix 4 ain't too far off. Yeah, dude. That movie was bad. Like really bad. Like really bad. Chimps Division for $2 Australian. Okay. I love the Aprix, but not enough chimps. Yeah.
So just as a side note, I went to see The King's Man before this. Great. That's actually really good. So if you're looking for something that's actually going to bleach your eyes out a little bit and you like the Kingsman franchise, go see that.
Looks good. Vamp for me while I left the dog out. And Script Doctor's here, dude. I'll send you a link if you want to jump on.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no, the fight choreography was really good. Ray Fiennes carries the whole movie. There's a couple of twists that you don't see coming. Jimon Hansu is actually really good in this. It's good to see him doing some action scenes again. The ending twist is something you see coming, but it's actually still pretty good. And the guy that plays the villain actually sounds like the guy who was in Train Spotting, whose name I can't remember. Real good Scottish accent, but he plays the guy that he plays. He plays Ozymandias in The Watchmen. I think it's that.
Oh,
actor.
Okay. I remember that. I remember who plays him.
Yeah, I'm bad with names. So
Jeremy Irons.
Yeah, Jeremy Irons.
What about Jeremy Irons?
I think it might have been him, or it could just be someone.
Jeremy Irons played him in the TV show, not the movie.
What?
That's what you're referring to.
Yeah.
That's right.
The
Fake Watchman. Sorry.
Fake Watchman. I am down to one screen today for some reason. Why is this not switching over?
That's no good.
It's a pain in the ass. All right. Well, we'll make do. We don't have any articles to really kind of cover. That's fine. It's fine. And like I said, Script Man, if no pressure, man. If you can't join, it's cool. It's all good. Nikki D for $5. Sorry for odd question, but if you were tasked with training highly intelligent monkeys to perform martial arts, what discipline would it be? Okay,
what's the easy one? Karate.
Filipino.
You start with karate.
So what is the deal with all the chimp jokes?
You need to watch Mead more often.
Okay.
We launched the entire the multi-chimp universe. Yeah. We are the monkey cinematic universe is in full effect now, thanks to Midnight's Edge After Dark. It was tremendous, and
I would say Drunken Monkey style.
Yeah,
that was brought up.
Yeah,
I'm sure it was.
We got the Shaolin monkeys.
Yeah,
we got
Shaolin.
We got them all.
Like
the
that.
Ghost of Harambe.
Yeah, the Ghost of Harambe is like our Yoda. Right, it's like so the Ghost of Harambe is
Splinter, but
or Splinter. Right, it's going to lead like all of them down their correct path for their discipline. It's going to be great.
Karate works best though,
huh?
Karate is the best place to start to answer the question.
Absolutely, yeah. We will start with karate.
Yeah, they have a long reach and short legs, so it makes sense.
Yeah,
they are lethal fucking weapons.
I give them kung pu.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
we
dude,
talked about that.
That's a fucking good one, man.
We got that one too.
Yeah, we Tai Chimp. Yeah, we need to learn Tai Chimp. Yeah.
Chimp Norris.
Yeah.
Chimp Norris. Chuck Norris is just his own style.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so we're basically 10 minutes in. Let's go ahead and get this party started. What is everyone's thoughts on the Matrix Resurrections?
Matrix, no more erections.
Yeah.
I feel like there was like a 60 to 70 minute episode of something good maybe in there. And most of it involves everything that had anything to do with Neil Patrick Harris, pretty much.
Wow.
I agreed with his character a lot more than I expected to, and the rest of it is just like shotgun references wrapped around a really bad fan film.
This movie, you guys aren't even seeing the truth. This movie is about a man who has to get ready for a date, so he takes a little blue pill.
That
he can't get it up no more.
Yes, I didn't know how to notice that.
No, that's a good one.
It's true. It's in the movie.
No, it is. It is the movie. He couldn't fly. He couldn't get it up.
Yeah, he was taking a blue pill every day. Did you notice that?
Yeah, he was.
That's going to lead to a priapism. I'm just sorry. You know, it's a medical condition you just don't want as a dude.
It was all that cardio. He needed to get off the treadmill and lift some weights.
Yeah, maybe.
He knows kung fu.
He does.
Still.
Maybe that's why the alliance with the machines was formed.
Yeah, that's like the one thing I found was the most interesting in the movie was the fact if they actually centered around the lines between the humans and machines fighting, I guess, like the remnants of the Matrix, and maybe the alliance between the humans and the Matrix and the machines.
None of that makes sense.
No, none of it makes any sense at all.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you basically have two different factions of machines and people fighting each other. That one made I think a much more entertaining movie.
But just quickly. No, before we go any further, spoilers. Holy shit.
It's in the fucking
Oh, I know.
description, man.
Nobody
wants to see this movie.
Somebody clip my description of the film for me, though, by the way.
No, oh yeah, do clip that.
I want to use that.
You should.
My favorite part of this movie was the part where it's like, I guess like 30 minutes in, and they're like, yeah, so our parent company, Warner Brothers, is forcing us to make a sequel, and they can do it with us or without us. So we're going to make a sequel. It's like, oh my God, seriously, they went there with this movie.
That's clearly why one of the
that was my
sisters
favorite
walked away,
part too.
probably.
And here's the thing:
it's apparent that nobody wanted to make this fucking movie.
I believe that might be the case. I mean, Tom talked about it when I rolled into here from Midnight's Edge After Dark. That's exactly what Zach's talking about. Barry to stay over here. He's like spitting truth. So I'm like, it's quite possible that this was a meme movie, and we just didn't recognize that.
That was like my first thought was that this is probably a fucking troll movie. I think Lana intentionally made a bad movie.
I actually want to go watch it again with that in mind to see if it's more entertaining.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But I can reflect back on it and go, oh shit, that's a fucking meme.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, I love the self-awareness and the meta moments like that. You know, him being a video game designer, which actually harkens more back to Tron than it does to Matrix, even though they're both kind of the same concept. But like I said, there's a 60 or 70 minute good film or episode in there somewhere. And most of it would revolve around like cut out everything that revolves around the real world and Earth, and just have him be a video game designer and him trying to figure out who he is and going to coffee shops and brushing up against Trinity in real life and trying to figure it out, and having him talk to Neil Patrick Harris. That would have been a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I told Mikey, Doogie Howser and Bugs Bunny resurrect Trinity and Neo. That's the movie.
Oh, dude, Mike's gonna go see that, and by the end of the film, when he realizes what you told him, he's gonna be like, "Oh shit,
you motherfucker!"
Yeah,
you motherfucker.
But one of the biggest problems I had with this movie was staying awake for it.
That first hour is tedious as fuck.
I started watching it like around 11. I got done at 1:30. I was so fucking exhausted.
Oh, dude,
I think the only reason I got through is because I watched it on 1.5 times speed.
I kept going, you know what? I'd rather be watching the original Matrix.
That's basically what it was. All right.
Yeah.
If you think about it, all this was it was clearly a deconstruction of the Matrix. And because it's basically the exact same movie.
Yeah.
With obviously certain things changed.
Nothing's changed.
And I mean, it's like, they break him out of the Matrix again. You had the whole thing with the red pill moment, and the thing I thought was really funny is that the red pill thing was supposed to be like a tracer program. They go and find them. So the whole thing when they released Trinity, they didn't need the fucking red pill for her because they made this comment of what's that?
There was a reason for that.
Well, yeah, they're basically saying that they would need to it was something weird. They're saying that they had to give Neo the red pill to get him out, but in the original Matrix, it was a tracer program, so they can go find his body.
Right.
And it was a little bit different.
Go get that.
They didn't need that to find Trinity because they already knew where she was.
Yeah, they already knew where she was.
Yeah, but there's another level to that I know.
But they made a comment of like, only if she wants to take the red pill. It's like, why would she need to? It's like, you know where her fucking body's at.
No, that she has to want to come out of the Matrix.
Agree.
She does have to want to come out of the Matrix,
which I thought was hilarious because it just made her like seem too uber, whatever, blah 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 blah. But no, you're right. But then also, what I think Culture was talking about was the recent shit in the headlines where they're talking about how they're taking the red pill back from the right.
No,
how they really didn't do that. I mean, there was like a reference in there that I saw, but they didn't fucking take it back.
Well, if anything, they actually doubled down on the original message with Neil Patrick Harris. You know, his character
completely. That's the fucked up part.
You will agree with his character a lot more than you think you will.
Oh, this is reality. I gotta highlight this comment because this is interesting. It says you need to study the stuff in the background. Wachowski is trolling Warner Brothers and NPC fans throughout the entire film. This was a meme movie, 100%. I'm kind of leaning to agree with you, man.
And even more so because, again, I got into a interesting discussion with Jason from Sci-Fi For Me over on Midnight's Edge channel. We were talking about this, right, Tom? I'm not imagining that conversation.
No.
And I was like beat for beat, this film sounds like the left, like, you know, having this stupid ass conversation trying to represent the fans and the NPCs out there.
We were kind of talking beforehand. Yeah. This is the thing I was saying. It's like, maybe the movie is even though surface level comes off as being woke, maybe it's actually not. The fact that they're fucking trolling.
Oh, I didn't think the movie was even that woke, actually. That was one of my first reactions.
It was like a couple of moments, so I didn't think it was that woke either.
I don't know.
I just thought it was bad.
Well, and I think the problem, like I said, I could even fixed certain aspects of it and made the movie a little more entertaining. I don't know if Culture agrees with what I said but to reiterate, was kind of what you were saying at the beginning. Comix was, first of all, the humans would never allow the machines to continue to just have humans as batteries. I know at the end of the third film, they made it to where if humans wanted to stay, they could. If they didn't want to, then they could go on. That's fine. That's one thing. But here we are 3 generations beyond that now.
Right.
You cannot tell me that they would, or 4 generations or whatever, because it's 60 years. Is that 4 generations?
I thought it was 80 years.
I thought it was 60.
Well, one thing I think it was very apparent that Lana did not want to make this movie.
Regardless, my point was, it was like, like there's no way humans would. They shouldn't allow that to continue, and there's no reason for the robots to even give a fuck what the humans want. They would just enslave them or kill them. That's the whole fucking point from the start. And then in this movie, all you had to do to kind of fix it was should have been a movie about the fact that the Matrix had tricked Neo so badly. Just make it kind of the reversal of the first film. Since it was Trinity that pulled him out in the first place, you need her to actually accept the Matrix in this one for him to completely accept the Matrix. And there's you have the same kind of story without making her above or whatever she was before, because we got into this long theological discussion about what the Matrix actually represented originally. And that's where the perversion comes in, is they've tried to retroactively make it mean so much more than it really did in different things and in different ways.
Well, did you see like the laundry list of things they said this would it stood for? They did mention the whole trans thing. They mentioned the whole something about capitalism, and
it's a fucking religious allegory from the fucking start. Morpheus is Moses, who brings the word of God to the people, and he's the only one who believes.
Well, okay,
Trinity represents the Trinity, the Holy Trinity. Yeah, it's real it's right there.
Well, not only that, but if you actually played the Matrix video game, when you get to the end, you have the Wachowskis sitting there saying, well, we can't do the whole Jesus thing with Neo, so instead we're gonna have him fight Agent Smith. I mean, they literally said that in the fucking video game when you get to the end of it. Anyway, so
I wonder if they're just ignoring that, though. If they're just ignoring that established.
I don't know, man. I like I said, I think it's a fucking troll job, in my opinion.
So I get the feeling, if I can just slip in a word here, that this movie was intended to be woke, because there are several things and several casting choices that definitely stand off as being consistent with other woke productions. Not the least of which is Yabi Abdul-Mateen, who played the Dr. Manhattan character in The Watchmen, who gave his power away to a woman, and Jessica Henwick, who played Colleen Wing in Iron Fist, who got her power from the male main character.
Oh, is that
very consistent with the? Yeah, she was Colleen Wing.
Okay.
Like, so this is there's very consistent with that.
I think that's kind of, if I was wanting to fucking troll people, I would do the same thing. I would pick all these like really, obvious, I won't say woke actors, but characters from these really woke ass movies and put them in.
I kind of feel like, and Tom, correct me if I'm wrong, that is a circumstance of this being released on HBO Max and them having to pull from the pool of actors they have pulled for other HBO productions.
Potentially, I know they do have different deals with like the guilds and the unions and whatnot. Because going back to the whole IATSE strike thing, like they're the only ones that aren't really having to worry about any of that shit because they had pre-existing deals already. Yeah. So you could be right with that.
Yeah. So I want to give this one. It says there's a prosthetic hand giving the finger surrounded by Matrix merch on Neo's desk.
Yeah. That's number one. He's going to go through all the different mimetic moments. Probably that's kind of the breakdown.
Yeah, I'm looking for him.
And let me tell you, that's not the only one. There was a lot of weird things in there. And somebody said, I think it was 02500 said that my point of view has been confirmed by the media via interviews with the writers. So there is some weird mimetics in here. There is no doubt about it. And it's very, and in the Facebook, meta thing, or I think there's a line at some point that says now based on real events, because of the Facebook meta thing bullshit, the heavy tip into the VR world and all of that crap.
Yeah.
So there's a lot.
I saw that he did another one, but I'm not finding it.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of notes of stuff I noticed in this movie, but I pointed out something in the back room before we started. And Wes, I want to see if you noticed this. In like the first opening minutes of the movie, what's her name puts the sunglasses on Morpheus, and all of a sudden he's awakened to the world. Did you notice that was a They Live reference?
I did not at the time, but now that you mention it, I guess you could do that. Interesting.
You're not alone with that, Brightest Day, because I think there was an article out there that pointed it out.
Yeah.
Okay, now I found number 2.
I thought it was stupid. No. They made him a program or a modal or whatever.
Yeah, I heard about this too. Adeptus Asterisk.
Yeah, the neon sign that Bug slides down at the beginning reads, "For those who love to eat shit."
Yep. Man,
really?
I'm gonna have to watch this again. Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing too. Is the more I think about it, there's more stuff. Because here's the thing: the original Matrix, the first film, not the second and third one, just the first one.
Right.
You got to remember the time it came out. It was making fun of a lot of, not so much making fun, but tongue in cheek, kind of making fun of a lot of the stuff in that modern era,
right,
through the lens of the modern time, with kind of a little bit of, we're taking ourselves way too seriously kind of thing to it. Yeah. Not like not right in your face, but kind of at a surface level, or not a surface level, but like just below the surface level. I mean, and this could be that case. And I'm not saying you're right so much, Jason, as I'm saying that, again, I'm still standing by. Yes. That I'm still standing by my whole thing that this movie is not as bad and woke as it could have been.
Jason, dude, thank you for.
But it's not that good either. That's the problem.
But I watched it a second time because I told Jason that I would, right? And I watched through it the second time, and I was like starting to go, "There's some weird stuff going on here that maybe Jason had a different perspective. Was it a good movie, Jason? No, but you had some great points.
I think, like I said, I think the movie was intentionally bad.
That could be what I was getting to with the whole, commentary on the modern times. And I mean, I don't know the Wachowskis that well. I would assume they're all woke and shit. I know one walked away from this situation. I don't know the story behind that. I don't know much about the one that wrote this. I don't know much about anything other than.
Well, Lana is like the original one that did it. I know it was done by both of them, but Lana was like the.
But I don't know anything much about their personal politics.
Right. And the fact that they're trans.
Exactly. And that doesn't mean anything. I don't want to sit there and assume
it really doesn't.
Just because I know a lot of trans people who are dead against a lot of this shit, that a lot of the quote unquote trans
even
community
binary
pushes.
is a huge thing there too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because they're traditional trans.
Everything was binary.
The name of the company's binary. I'm like, this is
no. The name of the game is binary.
Deus Machina is the company.
Ex Machina was the name.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I knew it was one or the other, but it was so great, and I'm like going, you're kidding me? And our parent company, Warner Brothers. I mean, that whole 15 minutes there, if you play back all those conversations, and this is the thing I was saying to Jason.
Well, that was the best scene in the movie, was the Warner Brothers bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that was absolutely.
I mean, like,
I was fucking laughing my ass off.
They're just going through all the tropes that make me want to like throttle humans when they're saying, well, it's about this, it's an allegory for that. And I'm like going, we were just talking about a couple minutes, but I was just like,
it's funny you guys mentioned that shit, because it's almost like they were listening to us, but they couldn't have in some cases because they were already making the movie. Because like that bullet time scene, I brought that bullet time scene up like 4 or 5 months ago when the first trailer dropped.
Right.
I'm like, what are they going to do in this movie to beat bullet time? Right? They need a bullet time.
They basically said exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I said that exact scene.
Bullet time. They had bullet time within bullet time.
I know.
And I'm like, what are they going to do to top it? What it sucked, but
so now I need to look at this movie as like a parody. Now, so I need to like downshift back into this is supposed to be a comedy, and we missed it.
Oh, I want to point out, Script Doctor is calling out Christina Ricci. Christina Ricci is still fracking hot.
No, he's saying that I'm crushed because she was only in the movie for a minute, and he's correct.
Dude, okay, and I want to say
she was in the movie?
Is there a way?
Yeah.
Is there a way to edit the film so there's less J.A.F.O. Pickett? Because if there's a way to edit
was my sexual awakening, for those who don't know. That's why he's bringing it up.
Oh, okay.
I think they should have cut out everything.
As far as
cut out everything that was on Earth outside of the Matrix. It was garbage.
Mr. Grant Gregory for $2 Australian says, Merry Xmas to the awesome panel pimp.
Yeah, okay. Who else they should have got is the original actress for Sati, because she is 27 and she is still hot.
All I want to say is this: any way you can edit this to get less J.A.F.O. Pickett in it will make this film
horrible,
100% better.
Which sucks, because she's like one of the only like parts Rick, as far as acting wise, character wise, she's the only one who consistently makes sense, but she is the worst actress in the movie.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: my attitude about Bug turned me around too. I don't know what happened. The second viewing was like a different view of it. It's still a bad film. Don't get me wrong. But maybe it's a comedy. Maybe.
Well, the other thing too is I'll get to this, but Adaptus is saying it's the Evil Dead 2 of the Matrix movies.
Really?
Maybe that's it.
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't know.
So I have a question for my fellow panelists here, and perhaps the chat would like to chime in too. Which is worse, The Last Jedi or Matrix 4?
Last Jedi.
Last Jedi, hands down.
Because I've been saying this. This is more in line with The Force Awakens.
Yeah. This is at least funny too. If you're looking at it in retrospect, it's funny. I don't think you could say that about Last Jedi.
Satire. Yes, satire.
So so because I'm telling you, everything you need to know about the Wachowskis' intentions are revealed by things she places in the background. Yeah. I won't post everything and shit up your chat.
That's all right.
I mean, you can if you want, man. We'll read them. Because obviously I was not paying 100% attention to this movie.
No, I was losing interest for the first hour or so.
I was fucking bored.
The first 20 minutes were the hardest thing for me to get
through.
It
felt like Warner actually, what somebody wanted to do, like what really it seems like is like Carrie-Anne and Keanu were like, we want to make a movie together. We've got great chemistry. It's like the first hour of this movie is almost like this fucking romantic drama that never happened that they wanted to really make, but they're like, oh, but you got to make a Matrix movie because you're together. It's like, that's really what the first, like all their conversations feel like would be like one of those Meg Ryan, Tom Hanks movies where they're having like this meta conversation in the movie because they've been in other movies together. You know what I mean?
They even had London Breed in the movie too, if you know who she is.
I know that.
The mayor of San Francisco.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like that. I mean, seriously, this movie makes a lot more sense if you view it through the lens that they're fucking trolling us.
Yep.
And that doesn't make me real happy either, because that just takes away from the fact that we could have had a semi-decent Matrix movie. Because in the end, I still say it, and I still stand by it. She didn't want to fucking
do the movie. I think that's the reason why. The only reason why she did it was because she was forced to by Warner Brothers.
Then they should have let somebody else do it.
And it was just a big FU to them.
I get that, and I'm not saying that they don't have that right, but at the same time, it's not like the Wachowskis have had like all these other fucking hits, and this is like, oh, an anomaly. No, every fucking movie they have done since The Matrix has sucked donkey balls, including Matrix 2 and 3. And that's why I still stand by this is still technically a better movie than Matrix 2 or 3. Maybe not Matrix 2, but definitely Matrix 3.
I mean, it doesn't do anything to discourage the fact that there's only one Matrix movie.
Yeah, that's true. You can well, not technically, because it does get into the other stuff, but for the most part, you could. Well, you're still going to be kind of lost there. I don't know about that. There's too many characters and references to the second, and especially the third film.
There's stuff and references outside the movies too. Go ahead, Wes.
I agree.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you, Tom, on this being better than 2 and 3, but I disagree on, Matrix being their only good movie. I really enjoyed Cloud Atlas, and I thought that Speed Racer was a good flick.
Well, I did give the caveat when we did our review that Speed Racer does have a small, cult following.
Yellow Flash.
Hey, we got Yellow Flash in the chat.
So that's an interesting question.
He says the other 2 sequels are
I hated those motherfuckers.
What
like I said,
said,
I'll give 2, but 3 Yellow Flash 3 is horrible. 3 is unwatchable.
I'm getting asked, but I'll forward it to you guys. Does the Animatrix count as a Matrix movie?
Actually, it was really good.
Yeah, the Animatrix was fucking great, man.
But that's an anomaly in that too. It's like that just goes to show that the Matrix should have probably just been an animated TV show after the movie.
That would have been good.
It probably should have. Imperius for $5. Merry Christmas to the panel and chat. I hope your holidays is filled with warmth and cheer. And the next Matrix movie are the Rift Tracks version. Yeah, dude. Seriously, that's probably what this probably should have been. I want to find Adaptus's next comment because he kind of corrects me saying that they're trolling us. Well, I mean, it's a troll job, really. He says they're not trolling us. They're trolling Warner Brothers for forcing them to make this movie. Yeah, that's my point, man. That's what I was trying to say. And that the NPC fans who will eat it up. Yeah. Wow. Like I said, it's a troll job, dude. That's ultimately what I was trying to get across.
Well, I tell you what, I am on board with that thought process now. And again, Jason, you were right, except in a weird way.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So here's a couple of things that I noticed that are nods to things outside the movie. The fact that Trinity builds bikes is a nod to Keanu's Arch bike company.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
There was the They Live thing.
Yeah.
There was the metaverse thing, the Facebook meta thing. The blah 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 was totally like a Greta Thunberg thing, or at least that's what I see it as.
No, I think you're right, man. Because I saw that too. And I was like, what the fuck? And it's like, yeah, when you put it in the lens of this movie's a fucking troll job, it makes a lot of sense.
I'm wearing the perfect T-shirt for this. The Last Jedi is not canon.
Neither is this movie. Yep. Let's see. Yellow Flash says 3 is better than this one. At least the end fight was awesome. Nothing about this movie was awesome. Nothing.
Yeah. I can't argue with that part, but I don't know about the third film. I can't fucking stand.
Dude, I mean, it's been such a long time since I've actually watched them. It's like I remember they weren't as good as the first one, but I was never like
the second one has moments, but that's
a lot of for me was a lot of the CG that they did was just fucking terrible.
Yeah, and the filters they were shooting with.
No, in the
actually in this one it wasn't that great either.
Yeah, in this one it was like Batman and Robin level freaking special effects.
It's not as bad as the fight choreography. The fight choreography in this, especially having coming just from seeing The Kingsman, is absolutely amateur. It's absolutely terrible.
Well, yeah, I mean that was another thing I noticed, that the fight scenes just seems really fucking boring, especially like coming off of like Spider-Man. It's like where the fight scenes were really fucking good. It's like when you had the Merovingian come back and he looks like he's like been living on the on the beach, like a beachcomber for like 30 fucking years. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? And that felt out of place and weird. And the way the other people were kind of dressed in the fighting is that felt really fucking off.
It is really sense.
It is, but this is another thing Jason brought up the other day. Was the fight scenes were shot very strangely. They were too close. Everything was way too close. So like how they shot Batman, like the Nolan Batmans was up close fighting, but that's because everything was an up close fight. They were shooting too close to things that were long range fight techniques, like the kicks and the roundhouses, stuff like that. You couldn't see half of the fight scene because it was too close in on it. The camera work was way too.
Another
tight.
thing I noticed too. Do we remember several decades ago in March of this year when Mortal Kombat came out, and they had the Sonya Blade character get her mark or whatever it was called, and she instantly knew how to use her powers. And Trinity has the same moment in this movie where she all of a sudden somehow becomes awakened to who she is, and she can just get all of her ass kicking abilities back like instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I would have preferred her to have stayed blue pilled. I thought that would have been much more interesting.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like I said, I mean, the things that bothered me with my first viewing, by the time I got through my second viewing, I had another whole list. But now that I have a new filter to look at this film through, maybe, like I said,
I don't know if I could sit through this movie again to give it any kind of pass, because where'd that comment go? Because it doesn't really matter if it's trolling at all. I just can't sit through it again. It was a horror. I can't. That's why I can't argue much with Yellow Flash on that point. Yeah. See, he's like, you watched this thing twice? Exactly.
Dude, yes, I did. I barely made it.
Punched in the dick and being like, did that hurt? I don't know. Do it again.
I don't think I could sit through a second time. Even to verify the shit that's being brought up, it's just like I was so fucking bored.
Exactly. Yeah.
I promised Jason I would watch it again, so I did. I'm a man of my word. So, but it's just like you said, is it good? No. Could it be ridiculously satirical? Yes.
Yeah, again, this movie is about 2.5 hours too long.
Yeah.
1.5 hours too long. I'm sorry.
But see, I often get accused of being like walking into one of these things very prejudiced, and I don't want that to be the case. I like to walk into things without preconceived notions, so that I can already feel a particular way about it and know a lot of things going in, or have seen clips or whatever. But in the context of the entirety, those clips may make sense or within the story. So I like to go and give it an official look at, and sometimes I'm surprised, not often, but sometimes. So, but at this point, I don't know, man. Again, it's not a good movie. It's not a good movie.
It organically wanted to go towards the meta idea of him being a game designer and them being in the Matrix, and the romantic aspect of him and Trinity, and that's what they should have stuck with. Everything that happened outside of the Matrix I was just like, oh God, please plug me into the Matrix. I want steak. Make me important. Plug me back in.
That was even more meta. So during the course of like the cut scenes, like during the game development process, right? As I set my drink over there, he's actually eating steak, reenacting the conversation.
I know
about Cypher in the background. I mean, there were so many of those things. Like you're like, okay, that was from the first movie. That was from the first.
Well, that's why I compare it to The Force Awakens, and at the same time, in a way, this movie, and this is why, even though it is a bad fucking movie, I can still at least say it's still technically better than things like The Force Awakens, because you don't have a situation like unless you count them recasting, Morpheus and Hugo Weaving, Lawrence Fishburne and Hugo Weaving. Outside of that
kind of makes sense to me, I guess.
It does to a point. Outside of not really, to me, the movie would work, because first of all, Morpheus is already a program or whatever, so he should be able to look just like Lawrence Fishburne. No reason he can't. Right. And then that twist near the end, it was so stupid, but it might have actually worked a little better if it actually was Hugo Weaving. It would have been.
Yellow Flash. Tom's not defending the movie, bro. He's not.
No, I'm not. And that's the thing is, it's like I'm trying to I lost my train of thought. Thanks.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was playing defense for you, bro.
No, I know. I knew you were, and I'm like, fuck, I was going somewhere with this, and I forgot.
I think they should have been different characters, but on that aspect, I do like what they did with the digital self-identity, and when you saw them in reflections, they looked as different people. I actually thought that was a good point. I thought
that was interesting.
Oh, the Force of the Awakens things, because I thought about it at the other end of it. I'm like, okay, we're pissy to a point because Trinity's doing all this stuff, and I made my little Viagra joke earlier with the whole thing. with Trinity being able to get it up for him and all that shit, because he's doing nothing but taking 3 pills through the whole movie. But I stopped and thought about it, like, okay, if
that
we put
has
that
to
in,
be, that has to be
somebody
it,
better clip that for me, please. But
he
like,
becomes push man. All he does is push the whole movie.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, if you applied this to Star Wars, had it been like, okay, I know they're not in a romantic relationship, but let's say it's Leia who's trying to get Luke back to the Force, I think we would have been more accepting of it. So like at that point, I'm not defending this movie, but I will say, at least in that respect, it's better than The Force Awakens, because they don't go around killing Han Solo in it, and it doesn't set up the inevitable tear down of Luke Skywalker. Now, if this next movie is all about tearing down Neo, then we'll know it's exactly that. It's just, the Star Wars trilogy all over again. But I don't think there's going to be another one.
I think they're actually going to make it.
No, I think this is going to flop. I think this is going to flop hard.
Yeah, I think that's the intention, right? I think the intention is to make the movie flop, so there's no more.
You guys might be right on that shit about it being a big troll. I mean, I'm not saying that's wrong.
And,
but
and you know what? Brightest Day, that film Push, that's exactly what I now see that as. Thank you for that one too.
Yeah,
so I love how,
LOL next movie.
I love how they brought the Merovingian back just to call him Merv.
Yeah.
And then how he quips about how they're going to make a sequel spin-off series. I'm like, that was actually funny. That was actually
God, you know what? Yeah, okay. So this is satire poking fun at Warner Brothers, and it got past the people at Warner Brothers because they're not smart enough to realize they got trolled.
It only made 6.5 million. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I ain't too worried about it. Also, and Gap, I know it may sound like I like it, but what I like is that what I'm saying is there could have been a decent film here, but it needed a lot of rewriting.
The whole thing about Neo and Trinity, like the scope
dyad.
Of their power.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a Hancock reference. You remember how in Hancock?
That's what I said too.
Yeah.
That's what Tom said.
Yeah. Well, I didn't watch his stream. I was busy watching another movie before this.
No, I said it was, what did I call it? I said it's basically The Matrix meets something else, or Force Awakens meets Hancock. I think
Hancock, yeah.
It's shotgun references wrapped around a bad fan film.
Oh my God, it was so. But this film was so bad. I'm sorry. I've seen it twice. It's bad. It's not a great film.
I still can't believe you saw it twice,
dude. When I tell people I'm going to do something, I do.
He does this to himself.
Yeah. I'm doing it to myself again. I somehow agreed to watch freaking Picard with Paulie, so people can watch me suffer with Paulie, while we watch this stupid show again.
Did you get a reaction of you watching it the second time? That would be entertaining.
No, we are filming it starting in January, so yeah, you guys will get a chance to see both Paulie and I literally losing brain cells in real time. It'd be incredible.
Nice. Yeah.
So Wes, I actually caught part of.
You mean like
Odyssey
watching
stream.
Matrix 4 a second time?
Oh yeah. You came in my Odyssey stream. Yep.
During the first horrible fight scene. I was like, oh, this is gonna be great.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
All right.
It's a good question.
0-2500 from 199. Will this be the next Room in a few years?
No, it's not. Doesn't have that. It's so bad. It's good quality to it.
Yeah, there's nothing good about this movie.
Did you see
even how the terribleness is not good?
Did you see his avatar? It's a Venn diagram of 1984.
Oh, okay.
Brave New World and Fahrenheit 451.
You are here.
Here.
Yep.
That is clever.
I think it won't make any money, but it will definitely be looked on more fondly in later years, just because of the scope that we're giving it right now.
Yeah. God dang.
I hate sitting here sounding like I'm fucking defending.
You're not, and neither am I.
But I want to see the fan edits that turn it into a movie like Singles from the 90s with him and
That's what I said. It is almost like that, isn't it?
That's hilarious.
Yep, they're going into a coffee shop. Yeah, it's totally.
That's what I said. It's like this is some romantic comedy dramedy or whatever that they never got to make, but they're like, oh, you can make that, but just got to put the Matrix in it.
Yep. Yellow Flash 2 for $19.99. At least the third movie was the awesome Dragon Ball Z fight. There is nothing great in Matrix 4.
I can't argue, but I will say this in that department. I hate Matrix 2 and 3 so bad that I'm a completionist as a motherfucker, and I know culture can back me up on that. I own plenty of movies I shouldn't. But when it came to the Matrix, the only reason I own Matrix 2 and 3 on fucking 4K is because of accident, because the covers look so much alike. I thought I was just buying the first one, and it turned out it was the goddamn second one, and I had already opened it by that point, so I couldn't take it back.
Send it to people.
I thought the Schoolyard Fighting 2 was much better than the
so
final
I just
Fight
ended up
3.
buying the other two. It was like, whatever.
Oh man, yeah.
I'm trying to find Darth Scipio's comment because he says I sound like I just came from the dentist, and you're not wrong because I got Invisalign yesterday, and yeah, this is probably how I'm gonna be talking for like either like the next 6 months or 2 weeks, depending.
So he's
on
gonna
how
sound like a 16-year-old girl with braces.
Yeah, seriously, dude. I was on Chrissy Mears' podcast last night, and I was talking about how I feel like I sound like Shelly from South Park. Yeah.
They sound like Shelly.
Yeah, sound like Shelly. Yeah. There's times where I can make it work, but I'm still figuring it out. So I can't sound like myself just yet. One of the guys I work with has it, and he doesn't sound like this. So it's just getting used to it.
You'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out at some point.
I didn't even notice, so that goes to show you. I don't know
how liquored up you are.
I'm curious to see how it's going to work when I actually record a video rather than doing a live stream.
You can take them out, can't you?
Yeah, I can, but you're supposed to leave them in for at least 21 hours a day. You're only supposed to take them out when you eat. But yeah, it's I suppose I could, but I'm not supposed to.
I hate dental work.
Yeah.
I'm headed into the dentist.
It's better than getting actual braces, though. So,
then yeah,
the crown.
Here comes the Drew.
Oh, the dong is here.
Drew.
Ding dong, the Drew is here. The wicked Drew, the giant Drew.
Okay, in my defense, here we go. And now ignore that little stupid 15 sticker down at the bottom, because that's exactly what the American one looks like. Okay, quickly, here's Matrix Reloaded and Matrix Revolutions. Okay, now, if I take those pictures off, are any of you going to be able to fucking tell me which one is which without the title on it? No.
Yellow Flash says prepare for memes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm kind of already ready for it, man. It's like my wife was laughing at me last night. I was like, it's like, she's like, no, that's me. I'm like, no, it's fine. It's like,
if it weren't for memes, you would have so many fewer super chats.
Yes,
we are the embodiment of memes here at Dick's Division.
Meme capital.
Well, it's funny. It's like, it's like, baby, I'm on the internet. People fucking make fun of me all the time. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. If
so it's like I make fun of you too. It's give and take. So it's fine.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I fully expect it too, right? If it doesn't happen, I'll be disappointed. Right.
I mean, and you're totally fine with being referenced as a Lilliputian, and yeah.
But you're not that far behind me, Culture.
Oh, I know.
What did you call him?
A Lilliputian.
You racist motherfucker.
I know.
Better than a Bigaputian?
I have no idea what he's saying.
A Lilliputian? You don't know what a Lilliputian is?
No, what is it?
Oh my
words.
They live
Gulliver's
in
Travels, man. Come on.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. The little peoples.
I knew what it was.
It took me a minute. I'm half awake and probably stoned, so whatever.
Anyway, well, the funny thing is, I actually thought we'd go the full 3 hours talking about this stupid movie, but apparently we already solved the problem.
That was a soft film.
I got 2 pages. If we want to go through the list, we could probably think of a part more.
All right, let me get through super chats and we'll hit it up next. Andreas for I don't even know what that is. It's 75 of it.
That's your repair. I know what that is now. I can't remember. Shit.
Because I would call Resurrections Matrix generic kingdom. Neo and Trinity story make me cry. The rest is garbage. Oh, sorry, geriatric. Oh, god damn, dude, you were fucking on point there. 100%. I kept thinking how old everybody fucking looks, but
you're going
like even Keanu, man, you take the
damn
hair
it, that's what I was gonna say. I could have sounded smart.
He looked really bad.
Oh god.
Plus, dude, do you think he really cut his hair? Because I'm like going, dude. Okay,
no, I'm pretty sure they probably did like a bald cap and made him shade.
Because I cut my hair and donated it, but if they did that to his hair, that is tragedy.
Who else thought it would have been better if he woke up in the pod with his goddamn beard?
That'd have been amazing.
That would have been
That
the
would've been
best
hilarious.
part of the whole movie.
Okay, this is a sequel
Would've been
to
a weird-
Juniper Ascending, not The Matrix. Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't watch that garbage because it was made by the Wachowskis.
Oh,
What was made by the
that's
Wachowskis?
funny. Jupiter Ascending.
Oh, they made Jupiter Ascending? I didn't think that was terrible. It was not great. It wasn't terrible. I mean,
That was at the point where they started hiding that they were making the movies.
yeah.
They reached that M. Night Shyamalan level
Yeah. Shamalunga ding dong.
where they still give him work, but they like don't put his name anywhere on the poster or movie to where anybody knows that he has anything to do with it.
Yeah.
So
Well,
they watch
he
it
did
in
great,
that
and then
style.
he started kind of fucking things up.
Yeah, and then he got his mojo back and then fucked it right back up again.
Yep.
It all comes down to how much cocaine you have access to.
Let's see. Philip A. Dibbick for 2 Biden bucks. Are you working on Tom's Joe Biden Commander and Chump?
I don't know, but I heard cocaine.
Indeed.
Cocaine.
Hashtag make
Okay.
Hollywood
Pascal
coke again.
seems to have a pretty big
Salty
support.
Texas Sea for $9.99. Merry Christmas, y'all, you filthy animals. Thank you so much for great Thursday chats to go with my bourbon hail.
Hey, congrats
Nice.
to Salty. He just
Merry
glad-
posted
glad
that.
to-
Christmas,
glad we can entertain
filthy
you.
animal.
You filthy animals.
I miss
That's from,
George.
that's from Home Alone, by the way.
No, really?
Comics didn't know that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
never
well,
actually
you gave
watched
me
Home
shit
Alone.
for not knowing Lilliputian.
Hey, at least that's actually came from a book.
Oompa
Yeah,
loompa,
I
motherfucker.
read
Just
stuff.
saying.
So, not that this is a super chat, but Khalid Zakari is asking how Sati appears as a human in the real world. They have some kind of weird like projection thing where they
Pebbles.
can like
Pebble
digitize
Marbles.
programs.
Beeble,
Which
Beeble-
wasn't
That
she
was like
also-
one of the few things I thought was actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Wasn't she
idea of,
also looking
of
through that,
software
like,
being able to
bird
project
robot?
themselves into the real world. I thought that was actually kind of a cool idea. But
I mean, essentially, it's essentially like they're using like quantum magnetic like something on these little BBs, and they all just like assemble.
What?
That's what I said.
Yep. Anyway, Stone Cold Jeremy for 5 American pesos. Hail Comics and panel. Hail to the chat. Hope everyone has a Merry Christmas.
You
Cheers.
too, Stone Cold
You too,
Jeremy.
man.
Actually, I hope all of you have a very Merry Christmas if that's your jam. If you just got done with Hanukkah, Mazel Tov.
Hanukkah?
For those of you who are into Festivus, hey, it's for the rest of us. And and for the other holidays that you enjoy.
What about
I hope they're
Kwanzaa?
wonderful. Yeah,
What
that
about
thing
Kwanzaa?
too. Yeah, all of them.
That's just a made
Liz
up holiday, man.
Kwanzaa.
You mean
They're all
Kwanzaa
made
or
up
J.A.F.O?
holidays, bro.
All holidays are made up.
Yeah,
What you got there, Drew?
Drew. Your
Mic's not working, man.
or your mic's not working, or
Just keep moving your mouth.
Yeah,
and I'll
man.
talk
You've been
for you.
talking this whole time. We haven't heard you.
yeah, we haven't heard one word. Are you good?
We're gonna be Drew's bad dub tonight.
My Shaolin Kung Fu is so much better than yours.
No,
Oh, there it is.
I would have kept my damn inputs right. That would have been perfect.
All right.
Well, we had to wait for the microphone to catch up with his penis.
So
That's right.
I boomered it. No, I'm glad that we're talking about this movie because I didn't even make an effort to go see it. That's how that's how bad this movie.
The best part is you
probably
didn't have to
is.
make that much of an effort. It's on HBO Max already. So
Yeah. Well, I don't. I feel like it ended at part 3 anyway.
Well, it did.
And from what I've from what I've read, seen, and heard so far, I don't think I'm wrong in that assessment. So,
No. It's completely avoidable, but if you avoid it and you go in with the right perspective, now you might actually enjoy it.
I don't know.
Okay, so Adaptus brings up another interesting point. It says Neo and Trinity are the most important assets to the Matrix. No one is guarding their pods. LOL.
That's true.
This is
Yeah.
There never has been anybody guarding.
But
these
they are
people.
in a special tower.
I was
The
confused
Ivory
at first
Tower?
with the ally robots that pick them up. Like,
Yeah.
that didn't make any sense. But and then
There was a lot of things that didn't make any sense. It's like
like the
oh, I
whole
thought we
movie.
had peace. It's like, well, we kind of do. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah, well, we did, and it kind of. I mean, like some of these people are our friends. You know, these robot thingies, these things. They're our friends. What are you doing with that animal?
I'm petting my cat.
He's petting his cat, dude.
Oh, all right.
What's the kitty's name?
We're at Little Shit.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
For it.
It's German, but it's Little Shit.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because Tom's cat's name is Asshole.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Nice.
Tom, what's the name of your cat? He's not here.
No, he's not. No,
I was going to say, damn, because Elegabulus has sent us another sketch.
It's asshole.
Mine is Scheisse, so it's Little Shit in German.
It's asshole. Unless he's being good, then it's good kitty.
Yeah, that's typically how it works.
All right. Yeah, let's.
Which is like 10% of the time.
Oh wow. Okay, we're gonna read a script.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I posted it in our private chat, so everybody can
Study.
basically, yeah.
All right.
Study it real quick.
I see that my line comes early in this one.
Yes, it does.
Are we supposed to do this to a song or anything?
Mhm. No.
It's sketch comedy.
It's sketch comedy.
Okay,
Do I have
ready?
to do it in
Okay,
my
here we go.
voice.
Comix, you found them so adorable.
I knew he was light in the proverbial loafers.
Hey, I wear sunglasses at night, so I'm 80s gay for real.
Santa's gonna slide down my pole.
I eat vagina for breakfast.
Fuck this stupid sketch.
That's how it's written.
No, it's fantastic. Thank you, Elegabulus, for $6.
There we go.
Yep. It really does feel like I'm talking with cotton in my mouth sometimes. It's kind of fun.
Cock in your mouth. Yeah, we heard that. Yeah. we got it.
Cotton.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Cotton.
Sorry.
Culture.
Hey man, beware the Drew.
Oh my
Go
god.
die. Go die.
I try not to. What's up, George? How you doing?
How you doing?
Oh,
Oh.
He heard me.
He's got a beautiful soul.
How
I
you
said
doing,
like 10,
gentlemen?
15 minutes ago, I missed George.
Oh, thank you. How are y'all all doing, my good friends?
Doing
Comments?
pretty good, man.
Thank you for having me on. I know this week has been crazy. I've been on and off, but it's going crazy. But thank you for having me on, always on the
Hey,
panel.
welcome, man.
I really love it. This is my favorite place to be every week. No, I love the
Always,
chat, but I
it's
love
always a
all
good
you
time,
guys.
man.
It
I'm
is.
just glad I can be awake for this now.
I'm fighting to stay awake. Now I got a little extra win because George is here.
Oh,
good.
god damn it. I knew somebody was going to do it.
What?
Toxic man flu. I will highlight it later, but I'll read it because we all know that right now. Okay, so George, in case you didn't know, I got Invisalign, so I'm having problems speaking a little bit.
You sound fine.
Especially when I start hitting S's is where it gets really noticeable.
It's good. Sometimes I use
Toxic man
Invisalign.
flu for $2. She sells seashells by the seashore. Yeah. There's times it's not noticeable. There's times it's very noticeable.
No, I used it. I used it. It'll go away after about 4 or 5 days. I used it once because I used to crunch on my tooth, and because I had these 2 molars that were pushing up 2 teeth, and anyway, I used it and it was fine. And I had it. Funny enough, it wasn't my S's; it was my P's. They kept sounding like P's. I sounded like I was Spanish from like from Madrid. Sometimes it's like, how are you doing?
Kiki and Doom says Comix sounds super.
I'm super. Thanks for asking.
Can we just do the whole stream like this, guys?
I think we can do the whole thing.
I think we could do this. This will work.
It's pretty close to Cecil. Hello.
Yeah, it's pretty close to Cecil.
Well, anyway, I wanted to thank y'all. This has been the best 2 months of my life. I'd say in the last 30 years. So we're coming, towards the end of the year, and I love all of you.
Wow.
Comics, culture, everybody, absolutely.
Wow,
Tom, Wes, Supreme. Yeah, we went earlier.
Christmas.
Took the kids. That movie a few years ago at Polar Express with Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Poor Bride to Stay. He's like, what about me?
I met you in Vegas, man. I know we only talked for like 30 seconds, but
no, I hadn't gotten to you. I was about to go into the fact that Polar Express was very bright, and so I was you ruined the whole
flow.
Damn it. Anyway, the whole point is they had this new ride. Of course, I love seeing Brightest Day. I love his readings. Have you ever listened to his readings, June?
Yeah, it's great to fall asleep to.
No.
I take that as a compliment.
I know. People have told me when I used to read stuff, they go, "Wow, I fall asleep to the sound of your voice." I never liked hearing that. It's like, what am I, boring? They're like, "No, you have a soothing voice." I'm like, I hate that. I want you to like get charged up, not go to sleep.
I love that because then people tell me they watch it again in the morning, so I get twice the views.
Yeah, you listen to no, I mean, I used to listen to stuff all night. Like I would fall asleep to audiobooks all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that because you were exhausted?
Crash out.
Were you exhausted, or is that just?
Oh no, it's that way to keep my brain occupied. I can't quiet the noise up here, so listening to an audiobook helps me pass out.
Yep, I'm the same way, man.
Well, they have in Galveston. They started it, I think, a year ago, where they have the Galveston train, the old-fashioned train, and they retrofit it, and so they redo it. It's for kids, or like the Polar Express. They have the singing, the chef, the Santa Claus, and you take the kids and they get the hot chocolate. It goes like 20 minutes back and forth on the rail, on its own line. It doesn't take you anywhere.
That's cool, though.
Except for, the kids today. I know if I was a little kid, I'd have been like, "Hey, where's the North Pole? Oh, there it is." Because when they bring you back, you'll have these cardboard cutouts.
Wow.
You're at the North Pole.
That's fun.
My little cousins were like, "That's a cardboard cutout." I'm like, "Shh."
Anzo just showed up to the chat. He says, "This movie was trash."
Matrix?
Yeah, we're talking about Matrix 4.
I saw it late last night.
I saw it late last night.
Me too.
And I was telling her when I got down around 1:30 and I was already ready to fucking go to sleep. Not only was I tired, but the movie was fucking exhausting.
Okay. I saw it and sorry, I bumped my camera. I was trying to fix it.
Nice.
So I saw it and I could see that they're really, it had the bones for a good movie, but the execution was just.
Well, you caught the part where they basically said, yeah, so since we're a subsidiary of Warner Brothers and they're making us do a sequel, and it's like, oh my God, they just laid out the whole point of this movie is the fact that it's
cash grab.
Well, no, the reason why Lana did it is because Warner Brothers forced her to do it.
Yeah,
but cash grab, no.
Well, I think Warner Brothers was trying to cash grab for sure.
That's what I'm talking about. Warner, not.
And Adeptus is saying that basically the entire film was an intentional troll job of the Matrix and PCs and Warner Brothers Studios.
My issue with it is that, I've followed Keanu Reeves' career since he did My Private Idaho. I saw it. It was my first one that I saw as a kid. And I really love his acting. And when you read about him, how he's like an authentic person. He's not, one of the actors that's all bloated.
Yeah, he's outside of Hollywood.
Oh my God. They showed him, I think it was 6-7 months ago. It might have been longer, but that's when I saw the video. Like he was flying somewhere, but something happened to the plane and he got everybody in the van. He's like, "Okay, everybody on this flight, let's run a van and we're going to go like to 4 hours away." And he just hung out with regular people. They're like singing songs and doing kumbaya. I mean, so they say that he takes each film very personally. He doesn't do it for the money. Like half the time he donates the money to.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah, I liked you said Private Idaho. He was really good in Parenthood.
Yeah.
Tom forgets about conveniently forgets about those films.
Devil's Advocate. I love the Devil's Advocate.
Bill and Ted.
Yeah, it was great in that.
You guys are missing the entire point of what I said. And
what did you say?
Knows it.
I'm just teasing you. I'm just teasing.
What did you say?
There is no such thing as movie stars anymore. And for one thing, Keanu Reeves was arguably never necessarily a movie star. He has a big movie every few years. Nobody ever really goes to see a movie because Keanu Reeves is in it.
Really? Right? I thought he was one of the last stars.
How many days ago did you
I said outside of John Wick being his last? Yeah, outside of John Wick. That wasn't a hit.
Constantine.
No, he has not had a hit.
That was a terrible movie.
Okay, I liked it because there wasn't anything
He
else.
basically has a hit every few years.
Speed?
Basically what happens. Yeah,
Okay.
Speed was way back in 1996 or
But
whatever.
that was a huge hit. I remember every bloody commercial was like they used that. Okay, so you have
I
Speed,
love Keanu Reeves.
Point Break.
How many
Those
hits
were
do you have
was a good
to have
one.
to be a star?
Those were hits, but Patrick Swayze was a bigger star than him in that.
Really? Because I always thought of
He's
Swayze
like-
as Dirty Dancing, and that's pretty. And then Roadhouse.
Point Break was that was in the midst of the Swayze craze that hit fever peak with Ghost. People forget how big that fucking movie was too.
No, it was huge.
I mean, he could have been considered a movie star at one point. Yes,
I thought he was okay. And then John
I wouldn't
Wick.
say now. Like, yeah, John Wick was a fluke.
Really?
Like
He was in Speed.
Yeah, I just said Speed.
Here's my point: if Keanu Reeves
Yeah,
was
I
such
didn't
a
know
big fucking movie star, then Bill and Ted's 3 would have been the biggest fucking hit last year, or one
I
of the
think
bigger
it
hits.
sucked. That's why.
So my problem with this is that you're assuming that one star's name has all the judgment on whether a movie makes money or not, when that's on the shoulders of so many other people. Not the least of which is
No,
the
but name me
marketing.
one
I
movie
kinda
star
agree
right
with
now
that.
that sells movies. One. Name me
One?
one.
Tom
It
Cruise.
used to be
Tom
Will
Cruise.
Smith,
Tom
but not
Cruise.
anymore.
And even
Cruise.
Tom Cruise isn't even a sure thing.
Oh, come on. Every one of his MI, whatever.
That's
is
it.
always-
Just because it's a IP, though.
I mean, he did have. I remember there was
The
an interview.
Mummy?
There was someone who did a research on him. They were talking about, and Tom Hanks used to be like everything that they said Cruise touched, except for 2 films, were always blockbusters based.
No
Not today's
movie star's a sure
blockbuster.
thing anymore.
Really?
And you can
Even
even
Cruise?
Yeah, The Mummy.
The Mummy. I talked about
Yeah,
that.
so I
That
brought
was
up The
his
Mummy.
first. That was his first failure since that one where he played the football guy.
He's had a few that weren't that great here and there. He had that one with the Yahtzees and stuff that didn't.
Well,
do that
there was
well,
also the Valkyrie.
Yeah, but that's his
Valkyrie.
There was also
I saw that in
War of the
theaters.
Worlds, which was not that great either.
I thought it.
War of the Worlds
awesome.
made money, but it wasn't well received.
Wasn't good.
All right,
Well,
guys.
I mean,
I
a lot
wanna-
of people liked
let's
a
move
lot
on.
of like our sector of humanity liked Live, Die, Repeat, otherwise known as.
But
you
it
know,
failed.
Edge of Tomorrow.
But no,
It
my
did?
point is it's not like it was in the 80s and the 90s when actually people went to a movie because it had Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, had
Right.
Sylvester Stallone in it,
Stallone.
had Clint Eastwood in it, whoever. Even in the
John
90s
Wayne.
and all that stuff they did for a while, but then that kind of tapered off. And now instead of the movie star, we have the IP as the star.
Right, but don't you think that is the same way that when we went through the Western period, like we're going through a phase with the superhero films, like eventually they're going to die out.
Phase, I think, is
Movie
actually
stars.
coming to an end rather soon.
But
Yeah.
Ford was paired with movie stars. George, you had John Wayne, you had a
Right.
handful of
Yeah, I
guys.
agree.
back then.
I agree with you, but I think one of the things that differentiates the stars, the real legends from today's celebrities, is the fact that you didn't know anything about them. You didn't know their pimples or their politics.
and-
There was that mystery, so it built them up. Now you know, okay, this guy farted here. He
No,
kissed
now there's social media.
I don't want to know all that
Keanu.
shit.
No, you're right, George. You're 100% right. And I agree with you. And it's the whole reason that I talked about the death of celebrity since I started my channel. I don't think there's any legitimate celebrities anymore.
Not
I think
anymore.
Brad
it's-
Pitt,
Will
maybe?
Smith was the last one.
yeah,
Pitt? Wasn't Brad Pitt?
and that's
He
dead
was
now.
at one point, yeah.
He's not anymore. I mean, we could, Will Cuck Smith is his new name, right? And just
There was a
like
point when
Jack
John
Cuck
Travolta
Murphy,
was the hottest
it's
star
just the
twice.
same thing.
3
Was,
times.
yeah, was.
You know,
All right, guys. I want to get through some super chats real quick, and then we'll get back to shitting on the Matrix 4. So, Mr. Greg Gregory for
Getting on
$5
Matrix.
Australian dollars. Okay, to help comics lisp say 7 deadly sins sus, strictly speaking, a sloppy slide. Seduced by what the hell is it? Succulent.
sauces.
Yeah, succulent sauces in spring and summer, spreading
Serenading.
serenading
Spreading.
sauce bros had to. Yeah, I tried not to.
Somebody
be
just have
lispy.
him sing "All I Want for Christmas Is My 2 Front Teeth."
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Fuck you, Tom. Fuck you.
Fuck you, Tom.
ZZZ for $2. Now say, I'm super. Thanks for asking. I'm super. Thanks for asking.
Hi,
This is not
Gail is
thanks for
80s gay.
asking.
Hey, Gregory, I have a succulent sausage for you.
Oh my!
He's got a big ass
sausage.
Does anyone else think? Oh, you're reading the super.
But it's
okay.
a Vienna sausage.
I was going to say, does
that's
anyone
Chad.
think
Chad's not
that,
here.
that the Matrix who saw it had, like, you could see that its foundation had an interesting story there, but that it went awry?
I think the most interesting thing about the story is the one thing that they barely touched on, which is the war between the machines.
Yeah,
that's what I
That would have been
amazing.
fucking amazing if they actually did something with that.
Kind of
I
like what
hated
they did with Terminator 2, right? Leaning into like the war with the machines, the war, and the war of
No,
the
but the actual machines warring against each other.
Right.
Right, that was great.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
interested in that. I've actually thought like maybe they would do, you see the war of the machines, and then maybe humanity finally beats it, finally wins. They have their whole society, of course, then starts to crumble. So they have to work with machines for the, there's a whole.
I don't believe that there's any
a-
amount of time that would have gone by that they would have been able to build a whole other goddamn city.
Yeah, I wanted to see the
That-
90s
that-
romantic comedy
Okay, that
version.
city was actually built rather quickly in 60 years, if you think about it.
Right.
Okay, Toxic Man Flute for $5. Question for the panel. Which is the bigger flop, Matrix 4 or Drew's unzipping his pants and releasing his kaiju?
Both are wrong. The answer is Space Jam 2.
Kaiju dong when he has to pee. Hashtag Board the Drew.
So something else that annoyed the crap out of me in this movie is people announcing initialisms like OMG and WT dubs, and like I just wanted to punch the screen every time someone did that.
Okay.
I kind of like that because I made a joke
WTF,
one
dude.
time that we're eventually going to have like a civilization where we just simply talk like that.
Yeah, and I hate
I hope
it. So I
not.
still wanted to punch the
Jesus.
screen.
That's like we all talking emoji, like
Pretty much, yeah.
smiley face.
Type in
LOL.
emoji.
Dude, there's that one article I wanted to cover on Monday, which is like the whole thing with I guess Gen Z not using punctuation.
They don't.
And like they see periods as a form
Racist.
of aggression.
Yes.
Yeah,
In
it's really
Seattle, they said it's racist to use, which I can't comprehend. How is it racist to use punctuation?
But here's the thing: I read an article, right, and like from any of these publications that are supposed to have editors and shit, like Variety or Deadline or something, and they will write a 1-sentence paragraph that lacks any form of punctuation at all,
Right.
and it's
Well, a
literally
lot
like
of this is
a
because of
run-on sentence
texting,
times
man.
7.
It's like they'll text a sentence, which I typically do too. I would typically text a thought, but I still use fucking punctuation.
I know,
That's why they
but
never
how
shut
is
up.
it? How is it wrong? I can understand sometimes. I try to look from their perspective, but this is I don't grasp. I mean,
Unless
it's
I'm in a
just
hurry, I always use punctuation.
I do.
Yeah, I kind of same way.
Like, can you grasp that comics? Because I can't. Like, can you see from their perspective this issue? Because I can't.
No, I can't either.
No. To me, the violence is the exclamation point. After I put.
Well, that's the
fuck
whole
in
point
you.
of the exclamation point is to make it a it's to convey
highlighted,
excitement,
right.
not a fucking period. You could say anger like all caps and then exclamation points being angry or you're yelling.
Hey, I can
fucking
very
period?
politely. I can
A
very
hard
polite.
stop? No.
Yeah, I can very politely punctuate "eat a bag of dicks" with a period. It doesn't
Yeah.
change how much I feel about it.
So I can actually now say then
You
eat
like
a
the
bag of
exclamation
dicks.
point.
That way, as long as I leave out the exclamation point, I'm good. So I
Or
can
the
say-
period, apparently. Just
So you
eat a
can
bag
say
of
eat a
dicks.
bag of dicks,
exclamation point would be more
SJWs, and it'll be good. Okay, it won't be aggressive.
There
I
you
can
go.
do you one better. There's actually a service that will send you a bag of gummy dicks to eat.
Come
So
on.
I want to tell you that. I'll just do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, some friends of mine, they did that for Christmas. They gave me a
That's
bag
real?
of dicks.
That's
Yeah,
Hey,
real?
let me tell you,
they're
this-
the gummies.
we-
They're fucking hilarious.
We are Dick's division, so that's actually probably our jam, right?
That
there.
would be on brand, I would say.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I didn't know that was. I thought y'all were messing around.
No, it's actually a
That's
thing.
totally a
Yeah.
thing.
Dick's
You,
coming
you,
in a bag.
you could buy them on Amazon. It's pretty funny.
Anyone
So,
else-
Jeremy, for 5 American pesos, which would you recommend? Matrix 4 or straight to DVD starring Pick A. Baldwin?
Wow.
That's
Oh, well, so what? Adam Baldwin is in some pretty good stuff. He was in Full Metal Jacket, so well, that wasn't straight to DVD, but
no. But the other Baldwin brothers, they had like a few moments and then disappeared.
yeah.
Adam, I thought was always kind of doing stuff after even after
Even
Firefly,
after, Firefly.
and
Yeah.
the other fucking TV show that he was in.
Yeah, but that's the one that's not related to the other ones, right?
No, not that one. He's not related.
Oh yeah,
to
you're
them.
right. He's not.
Adam
He's
Baldwin.
the unrelated Baldwin.
He says that all the time. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm not related to these
It
Yahtzees.
is.
Eric K for $5. Scientists were baffled about every once in a while, the Earth would start to wobble. It turned out it was just an imbalance when Drew got an erection or got excited. Hashtag beware the Drew.
Beware the Drew.
Beware the Drew.
Did anyone else think the Matrix 4 looked like it was a television show instead of a movie?
I have a theory to that.
Yes.
Obviously they filmed it digitally, but I feel like they might have filmed it in like 60 frames per second, but then it's down converted to 24. But when they do the slow-mo shit, it's showing off.
The slow-mo shit.
It's showing off like a 60 frame per second effect. So I have a feeling that that's the way the movie was shot. I could be wrong.
Why would they do? See, that was where I was going to. They say that Reeves takes his films personally, really has to get into it. Like he doesn't do it just for the money. He's not one of those people. But then looking at this, I'm like, why would you do it? It literally looked like it was, like an ABC show or network show or streaming show. It didn't feel like a film. That's what I'm trying to say. It didn't feel like
I think it's between the way they filmed it and stuff. Yeah.
Yep. So here's Toxic Man Flu is one from earlier, which I will not reread. Oh, there we go. There's Eric K. Eric K for $2. Comix has the dicks in the mouth tonight.
You're not wrong.
Thanks, Eric. Thanks a lot.
How long are you going to wear it for?
Okay, so each tray is 2 weeks, and essentially, I'm stuck with this bullshit for 6 months.
Okay, so we have a lot of good jokes.
Indeed.
I love this so much.
Maybe we should all get them. We can all sound the same. No one will notice the difference.
I'm so excited right now. This is super.
This is the worst time to be a YouTuber, that's for sure. Anyway, Turbo says for $10, Drew is as blue-pilled as much as he is red-pilled. He's the reason why Pfizer supplies of Viagra keep disappearing by the truckload. Got to keep himself large and in charge.
Oh my!
Drew.
Nice.
Yeah, how much Viagra does it take to get an erection for you, man?
Oh man, I'm not having that issue yet, so I don't have to get back to you on that.
The world may never know.
Right.
Natural.
Still counting.
Still
all right,
working on the
Seventiesrockfan for 5 Canadian pesos. Okay. The no longer
Wang Chomsky.
Wang Chomsky directed Drew Dick's re-erection is just a blockbuster. It's a planet buster. It's not just a blockbuster. It's a blockbuster. Oh my god, that's great.
Oh Jesus.
Jesus
Amazing.
wept.
Did you see it Brightest Day?
Matrix. Did. I'm trying to get through Jarvis S stuff so we can actually get to Brightest Day's comments, which he has he has pages. He has like six pages to wreck it.
George. I actually was in the theater watching The King's Man before, and I got out with just enough time to come home, sail the high seas for it, watching it 1.5 times speed, still think it was goddamn hilarious, and take 2 pages of notes.
Really?
Wow.
Damn, you're the man. How was Kingsman?
Good, actually.
Really?
I love Maybe Humans comments. Comics Division can't read. Welcome to the stream, buddy. You should have this is a regular occurrence here.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
If we get
it's
to
not
an
a bug,
article,
it's a feature. Absolutely.
Yeah. When we get to an article, I read it.
Yeah. There's a reason why I stopped reading articles on my own stream. Right.
I do enjoy reading too.
Terminus S for $5. Hundreds of people could ride on top of Drew's balls like a roller coaster. I'd call that the human centipede.
Isn't there a weird movie about that or something?
Yeah, it's called the human centipede. All right. All right, Zach, let's get to your list of
hold on.
Of hate.
I just threw a super chat in there I want you to do before we get to this, and I got to put
okay.
There's a lot on the super chats.
There's a lot of funny ones too, because people are trying to get me to read like weird shit. There's a Toxic Man Flu for $2. Which is bigger? Biggest dick is for Drew. I'm going with Drew.
Yeah.
I love that Monty Python sketch.
Yeah. Yeah. Mechalin made it for $5. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Hey,
well done.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Well done.
See, it's a challenge. Now I got to fucking step up and
It's a challenge.
Shalom.
Challenge.
Eric K for $5. The sun swirls, spiraling, swinging. God damn you! While sister sings special sonnets.
The sun swirls spiraling.
To send you shots spiraling while singing sonnets. You know, sometimes
I was just trying to help.
I know. Sometimes I have no control over it. Sometimes I do it intentionally. But that was not one of them.
I hear sometimes you don't follow the science.
Sometimes
You gotta follow the science.
Toxic Man flew for $2. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop.
Haven't tripped him up yet, guys. Come on.
Try harder.
Yep. Now, Turtle says for $5. They recently cast Drew in the porn parody of Spider-Man. No. I was expecting No Way Home, but No Way Home. He's starring as Dr. Coctopus. Hashtag the Drew.
Dr. Coctopus.
That's fucking
Cock.
Cock. Sorry. I don't know why I was going to say Terminus. Toxic Man flew for $5. Everyone say hello to the YouTube manual reviewer in the chat. Let's see some hello, big brother, in the chat.
What's up, big brother?
Apparently, they've been
the wrong point of super
Hey,
chat, so
mama.
it would be gone immediately.
Yep.
Peter.
Toxic Man flew for $2. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Hey, perfect.
Yeah.
Can you say it faster?
No. Even without the Invisalign, I couldn't say it that fast either. Okay. Salty Texas Sea for $10. Panel. You're started on a decent island. You're stranded on a desert island with a solar-powered media player. It has only one Christmas movie. That is not Die Hard. Which is it? I was going to say Die Hard, but
Batman.
You took that option away.
Batman.
It's gonna be either It's a Wonderful Life or Trading Places. Probably
Christmas
Trading Places. 'Cause That's
Vacation.
Oh God.
Wait, what was
Trading
West
Places is Trading Places is a Thanksgiving movie, a Christmas movie, and a New Year's movie all
This
in
is
one.
true.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I'm not sure what I would pick, honestly.
Lord of the Rings.
It came out around Christmas.
Yeah, I'd pick Lord of the Rings.
I think it's
you get the whole
Actually, no,
series.
I take that back. Gremlins.
Gremlins. If it's
Oh,
your one
Gremlins.
movie-
That's a good one. I'll take Gremlins.
If it's your one movie,
I'm actually going
I
to
think
watch Batman
Christmas
again this
I'm
weekend.
lucky because it's like one of my favorite movies, if not my
I think
my top five.
but Gremlins
The
2
choice
or
kinda shifts
Gremlins?
around. Gremlins 2 is just as good, but Gremlins is
I keep hearing they're gonna make a third one. But
You
they
are
never-
a bastard, by the
there's
way.
a cartoon coming out next year.
Oh,
I
really?
think
Oh yeah, he got you.
I think
at the end.
Scrooge. I think Scrooged.
That's
is
another
gonna
good one,
be-
too.
I think that's going to be it for me.
Scrooge.
All right,
it's not-
brightest day for $5. Mike Masters Mouse makes Mike's Masters Mouse makes mouse. Voice mates. What the fuck?
Because he combined them.
Mike's Masters Mouse makes mouse voice mates.
There we go.
Oh,
Nice
Jesus
job,
Christ,
Zach.
you suck.
Oh,
You finally got me.
That one made me dizzy.
That
Yeah.
made me dizzy too.
oh God.
You'll never be invited back on the streams. That's right.
$5 well spent.
Oh, best $5 ever. Oh shit.
Yeah, that was terrible. Anyway, 0 hour discussions with Jim Cruz for 50 Filipino pesos. Let's go, Brandon. Comics, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas all. Merry Christmas to you, Jim Cruz.
Nice.
I'm glad that others can find humor from my suffering. That's how it should be.
We love you, man.
I love you guys too. Toxic Man flew for $5. If Fauci nose grew with every line, would it now be longer than Drew's wang? Hashtag me with a Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's well past Drew's weighing now.
Yeah. I mean, there's only so many times your nose can circle the world.
God's in the air for $2. Is Comix playing Cobra Commander or Mike Tyson?
Oh
I would say Mike Tyson.
Oh my!
Except I need to have a high squeaky voice like this.
Well,
no, I mean, no disrespect to Mike Tyson.
You're a little taller. No, you're not taller than Mike Tyson.
How tall is Mike Tyson?
I don't know. He's not, you're just shorter than he is.
Okay. I'll own it. E. Clay Thompson for $5 Biden bucks.
Yeah.
Okay. I slit the sheet. I slit the sheet. The sheet I slit, and on the slitted sheet I sit. What? What is it, culture?
This is funny as hell.
Yeah.
Great.
It's going to be like this probably for the next 6 months.
I'm glad I picked this week to ask to be on the show.
I'm glad you did too. I'm glad it was this week that I got the fucking Invisalign put on.
Oh, this is the best. This is the best.
Oh God. YetiCast for 2 Canadian pesos. Steve slurps salt salmon sticks sitting silently.
Keep coming, guys. Just keep coming.
Oh, bad.
You guys are bastards. Beautiful bastards.
You guys suck. You're such sluts.
Now you sound like Colin
Seventiesrockfan for
D.
2 Canadian pesos. The cat crept into the crypt, crapped and crept out.
Well, you did fine with the C's. The C's are not your problem.
No, I don't have a problem with C's. It's S's and F's, I think.
Apparently M's.
And apparently N's or M's. Or
MS. It was the
MS.
M combined with the
honestly,
S.
it's the MS that was fucking me up.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Okay, Toxic Man Flu for 5 American pesos. Comic sounds like Stan's sister Shelly on South Park. I said that.
You did, and you were right.
I did.
Yeah.
I said that on Chrissy Mears podcast last night.
Chrissy Mays?
Chrissy Meir. Yeah. Travis S for 2 American pesos. Drew's done porn under the name Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio. There we go.
Oh God, sure.
Hashtag viewer the drill.
Oh my God.
What are you guys laughing at now? Oh my God, George.
I know it's away. It's not going to beat this.
You guys suck. Okay. Toxic Man Blue for $5. A skunk sat on a stump and thunk. The stump stunk, but the stump thunk. Oh my God, man. Holy shit. We're supposed to be trashing the Matrix, but apparently we're trashing me tonight. All right, George, for $19.99, Silly Sally Swiftly shooed 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep. Silly salty shoot. No, sorry. Silly Sally shooed Shilly Shally South. These sheep shouldn't sleep in a sack. Sheep shouldn't sleep in a shed. Merry Christmas, brother. Oh God.
That's the best $20 I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
Oh God. 0 hour discussions with James Cruz for 50.
Wow.
Filipino pesos. Wow. Comix gonna do SJW voice for 6
For
months.
6 months. Yes, you are. In
I
real
think you should
time.
lean into
I'm
it
gonna
and
have
put
to do
voices.
Wow, I think I can actually do it without slurring the shit out of things, doing the SJW voice.
Okay, no, I still slur it. Never
Yeah.
mind.
You did.
I think you should lean into it and put voices up.
Anyway,
Still slurp it.
still slurping it.
Oh, somebody give me
Yeah.
strength. Okay.
All right, holy shit, we actually got through all of them now.
Yeah, 2 pages.
Brightest Day.
Oh.
You have what, 6 pages of shooting on the Matrix?
6 pages. Holy
I
crap.
I just said I was going to put them away because we weren't going to beat that, and I switched my glasses back. Yeah,
I have a question before he starts. Does anybody know why the hell they didn't bring back Lawrence Fishburne to play Morpheus since they had Morpheus show up?
No, supposedly they didn't ask him.
Yeah, how could you not ask the guy?
No, I don't know.
Dude, I pulled the quote the other day for when we were on Midnight's Edge, and he's like, yeah, somebody asked Lana, I have no idea why. He literally, Lawrence's response was, don't know.
Did they not have the budget, or they were just like,
they didn't ask him?
Because I thought Lawrence isn't he a star, Tom? Because
he's definitely a star, but I think part of it too is that he is a bit.
I think we need to differentiate between. There's no movie stars anymore; they're all just celebrities.
Okay.
So what about fine words? You keep changing the definition of words, Tom.
Okay, I got to get this from Kai real quick. It says YouTube would not let me super chat.
There's a difference between a movie star and a celebrity.
Right. No,
Slobbering Sally's shellfish suck sausages or suck sausage.
I'm allergic to
slapping Susan's sad saggy sack.
Oh my God. No wonder they wouldn't let you tweet that out.
Well, the funny thing is they wouldn't let him super chat, but they'll let him still post it, which is the funny part.
That's messed up, man.
Yeah.
So then what happened to Agent Smith? Why didn't he show up? They had Agent Smith. It's like they had these people.
That was a scheduling thing, right, Tom?
Yeah, but doesn't that usually mean like I don't want to do it when they say that half the time?
No. Ask Tom. What did he say?
I don't know. I thought I heard something similar to that too, but I guess that he was in the middle of some play at the time and they wouldn't work with his schedule.
Yeah.
See, okay. So, wow. Okay. And this is what Adaptus is saying. Apparently, Lawrence Fishburne was not brought back because he misgendered Lana Wachowski the last time he saw her.
Oh,
I'm not making this shit up.
Who's Lana?
Could it be a misunderstanding because Lawrence Fishburne goes, Larry and Lana used to be Larry?
I thought it was the Wachowski brothers.
Well, yeah, they were. They're trans now.
Come on, that's real?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Larry is now Lana.
And
both brothers did the snip snap.
Don't know about any of that stuff.
But they switched.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I thought it was the Wachowski because I saw the film that they did with Jupiter something a few years ago.
Wachowski brothers. Yeah, Jupiter Ascending. Yeah.
Well, originally, because it was Lana was the first one to transition.
I had no idea.
And then the other one transitioned like years later. It was like, what the fuck? Both of them?
I never read all that stuff because, like I said, I like to have a mystery, except for Keanu Reeves and maybe one other person. I don't read all that.
Okay, yeah.
All right, guys. It looks like we have a troll in the chat. His name is author Stephen Walton. He says, "Hey, Comix, that Invisalign isn't gay at all."
Well, that's true. It's not. Jason from Sci-Fi for Me TV says Weaving was in a play, deal was on the table, and Lana decided not to move the dates to accommodate.
Why? That's odd. He's one of the stars of the movie.
Should just not use the character name then.
Yeah, they should have picked somebody else. They got a million. I mean, like if you're going to use and then Fishburne because he misgendered her, that's for real.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, the identifying
should have been.
I don't care about.
They should have been professional. Like get the guy back. It's the Matrix. It's the movie.
Well, again, I mean, sometimes you lean into some of that stuff, but like I said,
because he's in John Wick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's why I'm saying it's odd because
he was already overweight-ish.
Yeah.
In the original Matrix.
He likes to eat.
Yeah, but he would need to slim down to reprise that role
a little bit, not a lot.
No, because remember in the movie they're all older.
Yeah, no, you can get away with it.
Program.
He's a program,
right?
Oh, well, no. The new Morpheus is a program.
That's what I brought up earlier.
He's a modal,
right?
Yeah, brings up Lawrence is 61 and kind of fat. Right. All right, Zach, take it away, son.
Take
it away, son.
Okay.
Well, you are kind of young.
I ain't that young.
Younger than us.
So it was either that or sir. Take it away, sir.
Sir is fine. Thank you.
Take it away, son.
So, in an age where we're calling out movies for jingling keys in front of us, there is literally a scene of keys being jingled in front of us.
It's true.
Rehashing all the old footage is extremely uninventive and really just eats up the first half hour of the movie. Could have cut it.
Also,
just feels like a horrible fan film. Said that like 6 times. I pointed out the fact that Yahya Abdul Madeen and Jessica Henwick were both in productions where the male character ended up giving their somewhat copious amounts of power to their female counterpart, and that tracks with this film.
Yeah, Watchmen.
Let's see.
It makes me wonder if that was done intentionally.
You think so? I think
picking
so.
the character.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. Everything is binary and non-binary, which
I know. I loved it.
Stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
Agent White.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I was like, Agent White. That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's like they were talking about the world. Sorry, I was just adding to what you said. It's like they were talking about how they feel about it, like how Hollywood feels about it.
Yeah, actually, keep going. You're going to catch on, George, to what I think we're all discovering here. Believe it or not.
Designs a game called Binary for a company called Deus Machina.
Yeah.
Probably not on the nose at all. This next one's actually relevant to the stream because I think it's got said at some point. Simulate is the name of the coffee shop.
That's true.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that. Simulate. Yeah, I thought it was kind of fun.
No one actually says BT dubs or OMG, which we covered. The meta is actually quite cringe after a certain point. Christina Ricci is still hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Who was she in the movie?
She was just some throwaway character in the company.
Yeah, she was somebody on the board at the
and yes, she is still smoking.
Which is funny because they announced her.
Sorry,
I was going to say they announced her back when, and I'm like, oh, she's going to be in it. Oh, okay. And yeah, and she's like in it for a whole 2 minutes.
Yeah, which one was she? Was she the one who came up in the ship who was talking to the?
No, she was on the board of the company. She had like a vest and like blonde hair, and she was just talking.
And I totally missed her.
Scene. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Blink and you miss it. Yep.
Yeah.
Where the fuck was I?
Christina Ricci.
Yeah, the different IDs and the reflections I actually thought was a good touch.
That was cool.
I am so sick of White Rabbit, and it's another one of these things where every time they slow a song down to not have to pay royalties, you know the movie is going to suck. So it's a good red flag.
They still have to pay royalties.
I thought you don't have to when you mess with the speed. No.
That's just to get away with shit on YouTube.
I thought that was actually was not slowed down. I didn't realize that was the case.
It was.
No, they flat out played this song. I thought it.
Yeah,
I thought it was like slowed down because I was watching it at 1.5 times speed, and I still thought the song was slow.
No, it was regular. It was played.
Yeah,
at regular
I thought that was
speed.
regular speed.
Yeah, the old Starship song.
All right, so everything is way too on the nose.
Oh, God,
literally everything.
Airplane, not Starship. Starship was later.
Oh, Airplane. That's right. Sorry.
I was
looking band.
Monica Bellucci wasn't in it either.
No, she was not.
Yeah, unfortunately, because that would have.
Yeah, Jefferson
And
Airplane.
like I said, even over 50, man, she is still smoking
She
hot.
looks gorgeous. No, she
I'm
always
actually going to
does.
stop because there is a case to be made that you could make an all-female Matrix sequel with all the female characters, and they're all smoking hot, and it would be fucking fantastic, and I'd watch the crap out of that.
I don't think I'd complain either.
I liked the leather that was still there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's
Except
the
for
nod to
non-binary Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
There's the nod to Keanu's bike building company.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yahya Abdul's orange suit is absolutely ridiculous.
Who's Yahya Abdul? I'm sorry. Which one was that?
He played Morpheus.
Morpheus. Okay.
Yeah, the Morpheus
Because he
program.
was wearing the purple that Morpheus wears, but it wasn't leather. It was some weird.
The first suit he shows up in is an agent suit. And then he gets his orange suit. He gets his, like, what I call the Joker suit, which is another thing, because literally the suit looks like a freaking Joker suit.
Does.
It gets
I'm talking
that
about
later
in the
movie.
fight.
Yeah, I was.
You know when they're all doing it, when they're all starting, when they're going for Neo, when he's when he's talking to Trinity, when what's his name, the analyst is there, Doogie Howser, and then when they handle all that, all of a sudden you see him come out, and he had the purple coat on, but it wasn't leather; it was material. I don't know why. It just struck me. It was odd that it was similar, but not the same.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, what's up, Danny?
Hey, Danny.
How's it going, Danny?
So we already said the office action
Not a fan
choreography
of
is
the new Matrix.
absolutely ridiculous. I oddly agree with the therapist character a lot. Lots of shotgunning of references.
Yeah.
The blah blah blah.
Yeah, the therapist. The therapist is the new architect.
Right, which is odd. Doogie Howser.
No.
But he's called the
kind
analyst.
of a meme. That's also kind of a meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep going.
It feeds into the whole Facebook meta thing, like.
Well, because he said it.
the putting on of the sunglasses in the beginning was clearly a They Live reference, which apparently like only two of us.
Well,
picked
the
up
other
on,
thing I
which is
noticed
great.
is they kept calling him an analyst, which kind of kept reminding me of analytics.
Right.
Oh wow.
That's a good
Cambridge
point.
Analytics.
Which is
I
what
know
he
that
kept doing. He was always analyzing things, and his and analytically, he knew that chances were that Neo would come back or whatever.
Right, but because he kept saying, isn't it right, Tom, where he was saying like the whole point is his division or his Matrix version was running the best because he needed to have both Trinity and Neo in there, but be close enough, but not know.
Not actually touch.
Right.
So I'm going to read Danny's comment. He says, not a fan of the new Matrix. I thought Neil Patrick Harris was the best thing about the movie. He didn't have to help in the movie. He carried the movie, if you can call it that. I mean, performance-wise, I think his performance.
I gotta applaud them.
I just don't like Doogie Howser.
I gotta applaud them for letting the gay actor play a bad guy.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah, they broke a lot of tropes, like dudes fighting chicks and stuff.
Yep.
But that's the Matrix. What I didn't get was you had Merovingian who kept throwing out. I was shocked by that, saying basically, what was it? I'm sure Zach knows. Like it was like what? Fuck Zuck or fuck Facebook? Fuck. It was like that.
Oh, he was trashing the shit out of stuff, man. Plus, he's like also talking about not being in a spinoff or a sequel.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The spinoff series.
Yeah,
that was funny.
Was so good. Look, this film is terrible. Don't just because we're heaping praise on some of the weird creativeness of it doesn't mean it was.
Well, it goes back to what I think a lot of us have been pointing out, that this movie's a troll job.
Right. It's like they were making also fun of themselves. Did you get that, Zach? It's like they were.
I kind of did.
That's what I mean. I kind of oddly agree with the analyst a lot, and I don't think they intended for that to happen.
Probably.
Yeah, I think
anything else on your list?
The best character.
Yeah, there's a bunch. I was waiting until we kept going.
All right, go ahead.
What the fuck was it? He should have come out of the pod with a beard. I said earlier. I think that would have been great. The fact that his pod was right next to Trinity's at the time didn't make a whole bunch of sense. And
they wanted to keep them close, but not next to each other.
Yeah. Somehow built a new city in that amount of time, which is dumb. Pushing a transhumanist agenda.
Yeah.
A lot.
Well, but that's the goal of the fucking wackadoodles right now. Is the
because you have G5 that they've all joined from 3 years ago, and there are a lot of them are into it.
Yeah.
G45 or G5? I can't remember its name.
The one guy's name is Shepard, like in Mass Effect, where humans also have to fight off against a sentient machine race.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shepard.
I never played that.
It's one of those things I noticed and immediately walked away from it.
The Merovingian being in this and all was kind of cringe. And
it didn't make any sense at all. But
I thought
the banished programs thing didn't make sense either.
Yeah, I thought they would have been. By the way, I think when a program gets banished, don't they get essentially de-resed?
They're killed. They're dead.
I think the whole thing. There's actually a part of the Matrix where they get banished too.
I thought they were. I thought it meant because they said purge, and I thought that meant death.
Well, purge, you would think that they were.
Yeah, it's called the trash. And the Matrix just forgets to empty it.
That's how they phrased it in Tron Legacy, was the purge. When they got rid of all the
Stargate says, "You guys are hyping it up." No, we're not.
No, we think the movie is terrible, and I for one definitely think I have to agree with Adeptus saying that this movie was essentially made to troll Warner Brothers because Warner Brothers forced them to make
Tron. That's right. Yeah,
this movie is a train wreck. If you like looking at train wrecks, you'll like this movie.
It's a glorious train wreck.
This is one of the few times you'll hear me say I wish they would have just given it to somebody else and let them completely reboot it. Called it Matrix.
Why? Why do you need to fucking reboot it?
Just if you're going to continue to do it, because the last two were shit anyway.
Continue the saga.
There's no point. It's a dead franchise. There's no point in continuing on with it.
At that point, I wouldn't care though. That's the point. My point is this: I wouldn't care then. If people like it, big deal. We got a chance of it being okay. The fact that they're dragging in Keanu Reeves and all the other characters and shit is just like all the other shit we've dealt with before. I can't ignore Picard because the motherfucker's in it. Right? Like that's my problem. Is I could sit there and ignore Discovery all day till Sunday. Who gives a shit if Spock is in it? Because it ain't really Spock.
Right.
It's
Mock.
You know,
you're right. But I don't understand comics. What do you mean? They could continue it. See, like we said, the war between the robots, and then humanity finally, like, actually win, and then go off on their own. And
yeah, I mean, they could have continued without Keanu and without Moss by going and showing kind of the aftermath, I guess. But I mean, for the most part, I'm fine with it being over and done with. That's my biggest problem with Hollywood is that they have to fucking dig shit up years later to try and make money again based off of a name. It's the problem with reboot after reboot after reboot after reboot.
I see.
I'm trying to think of how there's like one movie that has gotten like multiple reboots. Okay, here's
Batman.
a good example. Well, not just Batman, but fucking Robin Hood. How many fucking Robin Hood movies are there?
7, I think.
See, should we count that though? Because that's technically based on classic literature and is also in the public domain.
That's true.
So you have Errol Flynn, Sean Connery, Kevin Costner, Gladiator dude, Russell Crowe, plus 3 other I know that are.
Yeah, you just had another one. Edgar, the guy from
Adaptus is saying Tom is 100% wrong. It is much better to let the Wachowskis deliberately burn the franchise to the ground and kill it than to let someone else reboot it. I kind of have to agree.
I think you nailed it. I think that's exactly because Matrix rebooted is not exactly something I want in my Matrix. Unless
what if they made it better? What if someone made it better?
That's what I said. At least there's a chance they made it better, and if they didn't, then it's fine because they're not the creators, and nobody's going to give a shit then.
See, I really would like to know. I know it's me, but I would love to know where the story goes after it was over. That's what I was interested in. This one was just a rehash. It's kind of like a bad Force Awakens was bad.
It was a complete retelling. Yeah. And like I said, to a degree, you could say it's a deconstruction of the original Matrix movie. But
exactly.
It was. Yeah,
because they used all the scenery from
it was in the most like disingenuously bad way of doing it. Was terrible. But keep going.
They didn't even bother to make a point after deconstructing it. They just like shit on it. And it's like, here's some concepts. Take these concepts and do nothing with them.
And then the point of him not being able to fly, but he could stop every bullet. And
but okay, so see, what's her name? Push. Yeah, but Trinity was able to fly, right? And then at the very end of the film, they both could fly again.
But remember how hard it was for him to fly in the first ones, but then she gets it on her first go. But
he really need to go back and listen to my whole spiel.
Well, I have a theory about this.
I'm scared about it.
So, all right, with this movie, and I think the Wachowskis did this intentionally.
Yeah,
because number one, there's the whole thing. Apparently, they're like outraged and pissed about the whole use of the term "red pill" that became popular.
But it's not even really referenced that much in the movie as far as them
I know
they're taking it back. I know that the writer said some shit and Bounty did an article about it, but they really didn't reclaim red pill at all in the movie.
No, it's not just that though. Comix. Here's the thing, it goes deeper. I think that they were pissed because, of what that represents. But even deeper, they wanted to burn down this franchise to just say, okay, you people that like this, well, you don't get to have nice things because, we don't like the way that we're treated and so on and so forth. They're going full on, because we're, quote, an oppressed group. We're trans people now. We are part of the trans mafia and you're not. We're going to burn down this franchise because you don't get to have it.
I don't know if that's because if you actually, I know you haven't seen the movie, but there's actually a scene where they directly criticize Warner Brothers for forcing them to make a sequel. And I because of that, I think it's legit just a big F you to Warner Brothers.
But doesn't that hurt their own career? When everyone, wouldn't every studio go, this is the crap they could pull on you?
But there's still
the woke with you in that respect, George. And that's why I don't totally buy into this they're trying to burn it down thing, because like I said, the Wachowskis going into this were not on the best of fucking grounds with Hollywood. Like they have, I don't know who's whatever they've been doing whatever to, but like they have managed to go a lot farther and fail upwards than a lot of other people in Hollywood.
Okay.
And I mean, I've even made the little cracks here and there about maybe they transition just to keep their careers, and I mean, I'm just kidding, but
right, I know what
like,
you're saying.
at this point, like what they have not had any hits since The Matrix.
Wasn't Jupiter Ascending a hit?
No, none of those movies were. I
didn't know.
I think lost money. I think.
Oh,
if I remember right, like they have not had one hit. The closest thing they came to a hit outside of The Matrix was the Speed Racer, and that cost so much that I don't think, even though it did okay, it never made anything. And everything they've done since then have been expensive flops.
So you think they're one-hit wonders?
Basically, yes. And that's
Yeah,
where
they
probably should have had it taken away from them from the start, because clearly they didn't understand it from the second film on. I mean, it's pretty well set up for what it's supposed to be in the first film, and here we are again, completely brought back to where we were at the end of the first film.
Wait, didn't they do V?
V for Vendetta, yeah, but see, that's an adaptation too.
But I thought
they
that
already
was
had
a
something to
huge
work
hit.
from.
Wasn't that a huge hit?
That I don't know about a huge hit. It did.
I think I thought it did pretty well, but
when you look at
I
the
know
box
it's a
office, I
cult
don't remember
hit.
it doing massively great. I know it's got more of a cult following, obviously, but
Because
anyway,
they
Brennan's
got
Day is
Agent
dying.
Smith to play him. That's why I was.
yeah. All right, Bryce, what else you got?
Already said his purple suit looks like he's the Joker, which looks ridiculous. They keep harping on binary ones and zeros, but the code that makes the Matrix is trinary and goes well beyond ones and zeros into another dimension. The Doors Mojo Rising reference kind of came out of left field.
That's right. Yeah, he's got Mojo Rising. That's
just
the
out there.
operator. The operator said that. Yeah.
Yeah. We threw out the sequel franchise spin-off line a few times. It's actually pretty funny.
They did.
The closeness feels like a Hancock reference. We talked about that.
Yes.
The one chick wants to free more minds instead of concentrating on resources for those who are freed. So she wants to bring more people into a system that can't support them.
Can't support them.
Yeah, that was Will Smith's wife character from before.
No, she's the one that wants to make food.
Right, she wants to make food, but what was her name? Because she wasn't in it, and she's not a movie star. You think?
She was in the original.
Yeah, she
was. I'm saying she wasn't in this one.
No, she was in the second. She was in the second, third one, and this one.
That's why I was saying. You think they'd get her for cheap?
They probably did.
Yeah, probably just chucked her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Well, you guys know that the reason she was in the second film was because Will Smith turned down the first one.
Right.
Will Smith turned it down?
Yeah.
Originally, he was cast as Neo.
Yep, and they who the hell was Morpheus? I can't remember now.
Wow, I can only see Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus right now.
They had a white guy as
they did, and I'm trying to remember who it was. Somebody in the chat will remember.
Was it Dolph Lundgren?
No.
Oh, that would have been great. Oh man,
as Morpheus?
Yeah, dude, I would love that.
As Dolph, he can't act. But he's I
a
like
lot of people
Val
said
Kilmer.
Oh, Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Oh, Val Kilmer. Oh, okay.
Oh, that would have. If he was at his
Dolph
best,
Lundgren would have been better, but.
So I said before they should have gotten the
Yeah,
same
let me
actress
tell
to
you
play
about the
Sati
Matrix.
because that actress is extremely attractive and she's only 27. The guy's name that is like the pseudo husband of Trinity is literally named Handsome Chad, both on
Really?
IMDb and in the movie.
wow.
Or maybe it was Sean
I
Connery.
caught the fact that his name was Chad. I was like,
Yeah, it's
that's
Handsome Chad.
fucking
Yeah.
funny.
Now that Salty
I
Texas D says Sean Connery, I think it might have been Sean Connery.
Wow.
So now I want to see the Highlander cast translated into the Matrix.
That would be funny.
Let me
randomly.
tell you about the Matrix.
So like I said before, just like in Mortal Kombat, Trinity has access to all of her powers the moment she awakes, just like Sonya Blade did. Just like in 007, Neo gets on the back of the bike behind Trinity and they take off and he does all the cover work while she does all the
Didn't
driving.
that also happen in the original Matrix too?
The original cast for
You mean in the second one?
Neo?
Yeah,
Was it already-
I want to say that that
that
was
was
like
the
that was a
Kingmaker in the
callback
second
to one of the other movies, though.
It was
Yeah.
the second one
Kingmaker
when
did.
she comes to save him. I mean, she's on the bike.
But we
Yeah.
we were just on this. The original cast selection for this film was Johnny Depp as Neo.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, and Sean Connery.
I
Yeah,
always
well,
heard
they
Will
offered
Smith.
it to Will Smith and he turned it down because he just recently told that story.
Yeah, but I'm,
Will Smith talked about it. He talked about how
He's
he
talked about it
he
several
picked Wild
times.
Wild West over
Yeah.
He
over
did,
the
yep.
Matrix and how
And
he
then
felt
when the
stupid.
second one came up and Jada got the offer or whatever, she came to him and asked if it would be awkward. And he's like, oh, hell no. At least one of us will get some of that Matrix money.
So I've got two more things. The extreme morbidness of people jumping out of buildings due to their connection to the system reminded me of like Ready Player One.
Bots.
Yeah.
Yeah, bots.
The use of bots was really like, I didn't like that too much.
Yeah.
And Trinity is now the one because of course she is.
Yeah, why was she was the whole point to just reboot it? I mean, not reboot it, but retool it to make her the one? Was that the point?
Sorta, yeah, but he definitely takes backstage to her now.
Look, there were a series of people that I want to get into this because this is the thing. There were many people that were selected to be Neo, that just turned down the role. Johnny Depp, Leonardo DiCaprio, Nicolas Cage, Val Kilmer, and Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah, I do remember.
In addition to Will Smith. Who was supposed to play? Actually, Will Smith was supposed to be Morpheus.
I heard he was supposed to be Neo.
Sean Connery.
He said Neo.
It is supposed to be Neo.
Yeah. I've always heard Neo.
Okay, I'm just telling you based on all the previous casting information, and the actual people that actually turned down the role.
Yeah,
Johnny Depp could have really pulled it off, I think.
Godzillionaire reminds me of something else. They covered Rage Against the Machine in the credits, and it was even more cringe than either of the other songs.
I know. That was like the one thing I thought was funny. That it's like, wow, they're ending with the exact same song.
I noticed.
Sung by a chick,
like a brass cover,
in a worse version, in a bad version. Yeah, and it's just bad.
Unbelievable. So that's it. They're not coming back for Matrix 5.
No, they're not doing another one. I mean, if they do, I'll be very surprised.
I mean, after this, it would be like it's already on cable. It's like there's no.
It'll come out around the same time as the Rian Johnson trilogy.
What was that? You're kind of breaking it for me.
I said it'll come out around the same time as the Rian Johnson trilogy.
He's never gonna. Yeah, they're not giving him that. I always thought that was bullshit. Their way of saying, "Hey, we're still behind him." Did you believe they would ever give him that? Does anyone believe he really has a Star Wars trilogy?
It's never happening.
Yeah.
Oh my God! So Adaptus is saying that the Rage Against the Machine cover was sung by the band where the female singer pissed on the dude's face.
That stage. Was that chick from from 4 weeks ago? Holy crap!
Who's saying that?
I don't know who they are, but I remember seeing this on Twitter. Basically, the lead singer of this band pissed on some guy's face live on stage.
Damn!
And then she
I'll get that
like
band
3
name.
days later after it went negatively viral.
Yeah.
Wow.
How punk rock.
But it wasn't very
fucking G.G. Allen used to fucking do that shit all the time.
Well, that's
real
different.
Wendy O. Williams.
He would pick women out of the crowd and have them urinate on his face. Yeah. Gigi liked the golden showers.
Damn.
It's not a global warming thing.
I still don't understand how they got Keanu Reeves to do the film.
Brass Against is the name of that band.
Because at that time he hadn't had a hit since Speed.
Brass.
No, not Matrix. I'm talking about now. The Matrix.
Oh, Money.
He has.
I don't know. I really would like to know. I think it was because he wanted to do a movie with Carrie-Anne Moss or something like that, probably.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you, because they do have good chemistry.
Yeah.
And I mean, I did kind of make this like fake joke kind of scenario where the two of them wanted to make a movie, but it wanted like a romantic dramedy. And the studio's like, yeah, we'll do that, but as long as you make it the Matrix, because if you watch the movie, it is like one of those fucking Tom Hanks fucking.
It is.
Yeah, it kind of is. I love that one line. It was pretty funny. You try to bone my mom.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, I'm going to say this. This film is going to be far enough separated now. This and the reason that I think I'm going to just say this: John Wick 4 just got pushed.
Yeah,
to 20,
pushed a year.
Yeah, to a year. I think they're trying to put distance between this film and the next John Wick film.
No, I think you're probably right.
But they have nothing to do with each other. Just Keanu Reeves.
No, they don't.
He was. Wick is like
supposedly they're moving it because of Top Gun 2.
Bologna sausage.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Bologna sausage.
In either case, I think that's going to damage that film's performance. I think the longer you wait for that.
Yes and no. The only thing they got going for them right now is that series is supposed to be out, I think, in between. So hopefully they get that out.
The Continental.
The one that's about the hotel. Yeah.
The Continental.
Yeah, the Continental. Yeah.
Oh no, actually, yeah, it does come out before that. So yeah, it'll be fine.
So at least they've got that to kind of keep it in people's. And from what I remember hearing, he's supposed to make a cameo in that, which I'm assuming is going to set up probably either John Wick 4 or whatever, unless it's a prequel.
Keanu's doing a cameo in 4 or in the
in the Continental.
The Continental.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
But is it true that they're making a? I didn't know if this was a BS article, but I read they're making a John Wick style, but a female John Wick.
They've tried that like 4 times now.
Spin-off or like something
in the same world.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Are they going to try to do that a couple? Yeah, I think they have talked about that.
There's there is a script floating around in the world.
All right, let's get back to super chats real quick. Termus S for $5 by the end of the stream. I swear, with all these tongue twisters, super chats, Comix is going to break the Matrix by speaking in wingdings.
That's what they needed is like a weird character who just spoke in like weird noises and like, what does he do? Oh, he speaks wingding or whatever.
Yeah, he's speaking in wingdings.
He's speaking in wingdings.
See, I didn't mind the bot thing so much, Zach. I thought that was kind of clever-ish. But again, it was just another one of those ideas that they could have done more with that they didn't. Like, that's the problem with this movie overall. There's a half a dozen decent ideas that go nowhere, and they consistently just try to drag it back to the first Matrix. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but one of the reasons that Lana wanted to do this movie is because they both lost their parents. So this was a whole like dealing with their
grieving process.
Yeah, and you can see it in
right.
the movie.
That now makes more sense. I didn't know.
Yeah, you can totally see it.
Yeah, Jason was talking about that the other day too when we were talking to him, and yeah, I mean, one of them wanted to grieve this way, and the other one did not.
But okay, I was gonna. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know that it bothered me so much. I just wanted to explain a little bit more.
I didn't like
a half dozen other things.
I didn't like the whole.
Hang on. So what does that have to do with them dealing with grief, though? I didn't get that from this movie at all.
Because basically they saw Neo and Trinity as like parental figures, and look in the universe, they're like parental figures to all these younger characters. Mm-hmm. So resurrecting them was her way of dealing with the loss of her parents. And now they're this thing, and like, you know, he resurrect because he killed the characters originally.
Yeah.
So it's like he can't bring back, or she can't bring back her parents, but she can bring back Neo and Trinity.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I felt like maybe because sometimes, you know, if someone just lost someone, throw themselves into a work that they were most passionate.
That's kind of what it's supposed to be, yeah. But it kind of feels muddy.
Yep.
But
all
at
right,
the same
Salted
time, I mean,
Texas Sea for $5. Oh, this is gonna be great. Shallow, slathering Skittles, manly mounds sometimes sideways, porking Shatner's thick, promising shuffle.
I don't shuffle.
You guys are terrible. Absolutely terrible. But it's awesome. Yeti Cats for Yeti Cats for 2 Canadian pesos. Smelting silicone slinkies. Smitten smiling smoothie.
You guys are gonna make it so I can't breathe anymore.
Yeah.
Oh shit. We got Jay
try reading this shit. All right. I mean, come on. Come on.
I could. I don't know what your problem is.
Oh,
wait, yes.
Shut up, Zach. Nobody asked you for your opinion.
Our boy
okay, maybe I did. Maybe I did. All right.
Shout out to Drunk 3PO.
Maybe I did. Oh yeah, is he in the chat? Oh yeah, he is in the chat. What's up? Merry Christmas, Drunk 3PO.
Merry Christmas.
How you doing, Jay?
Hey Jay, Merry Christmas.
Okay, you know nothing, John Snowden for $4.99. I say Matrix deserves a reboot as a 4-point story prequel of AI / Lone Wolf and Cub.
That's cool.
Then Rise of the Machine / T2.
There you
into Matrix and a sequel, Matrix Endgame.
See, there's nothing wrong with that. You could have done that all as a series.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, you could have put it on HBO Max and done like 10 episodes.
Maximize it.
Yeah, done 10 episodes of each one of those ideas for 4 years. And by the 4th year, you'd have 6 people watching it. And that's the problem with streaming shows, guys.
I think you do a Star Wars Visions and you send it to Japan and let them have it.
Yeah, well, that's another
well,
thing
they
I said
did
is
it. It's called the Animatrix.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah,
Yeah.
after the Animatrix, they should have just continued doing the Matrix in animated form.
Because it was so well done.
Yeah, it was really fucking well done. All right. Salty Texas Sea for another $10. I wish I could buy all of you cats a big old adult beverage for the stream and culture a milkshake. This is so much fun. Hail, you even in Texas Hill Country, ping me.
Yeah.
If you're ever in Texas Hill Country. God, I cannot say fucking words, guys. Sorry.
I'm going to be,
where's the hill country?
Not that far from where I'm at. It depends on where you're at in the hill country, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the San Antonio area in the near future. So I are gonna hang out with Comix, and I are gonna hang out with Nerd Erotic, and I are gonna hang out with
you got
other people in Texas. And
I have to come see you. Then tell me when you're here.
I will. Yeah. And then if we are really feeling magnanimous, we will also invite Mad Mardigan.
If we're being nice.
I thought he already knows where Comix lives.
He does, but he's out in the bushes, and he doesn't. His parabolic microphone doesn't work great.
God's sake. Well, we can just whistle for him.
Oh my God, Imperatus, you're terrible. He says Comix Division. So you were saying I should try and have you try to say Scandinavian black metal band names. No, please don't.
Yes.
God, no.
That would be Anderson.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Yes, please.
Okay, Salty Texas says I'm 1.25 hours north of San Antonio.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
You have more super chats.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yeah,
no.
I'm making my way through them. I own land that direction. So. Binary Bart for $5. The post credit on the last Hawkeye episode was the Rogers the Musical song again.
Ugh.
They thought that is what people want more of.
Well,
I heard it completely shit on Kingpin. I haven't watched it yet, so
there is a segment of the populace that likes the Rogers bologna sausage musical thing.
Nobody loved that musical. Really?
Seriously?
Are you
There's a
playing?
segment of the populace that bought the Pontiac Aztec. There's no accounting for taste.
I'm just telling you that it's out there in the world, and they're trying to make it a real thing. And when I say that, I am not kidding.
You mean a real Broadway musical?
I mean, they're really going to try to make a musical around that
Jesus
concept.
Christ, please stop.
Oh, come on. This
I am not lying at this point.
No one's going to go see it. No one's going to go see it.
You know who's going to see it? The fucking Marvel stands are going to go see it.
Okay. But do you think they want Broadway musical? I mean,
they will fucking see anything. And damn it, George Morlow for $4.99. The six sick. What? I can't even say that word. Sheik. Oh, sheik. 6 sheep sick. All hail and happy New Year. All hail and a happy hearty New Year.
Oh my God!
Like I said, I torture. I'm being tortured for your entertainment, guys.
This is an amazing night. My God.
And J.A.F.O. Okay, for $4.99, the bill is sabotage, not sabotage. Don't correct me. It sickens me. You say sabotage. I say sabotage.
Not to be confused with Sabaton.
Yeah. Listen, all y'all.
It's a great
sabotage.
band, by the way.
Sabotage.
Listen, all y'all. It's sabotage.
Yeah. Is there anything else that we to crap on?
I don't know. This was the best time ever because we tortured you for at least 2 hours. And
yeah,
it was great moments.
It's pretty fucking hilarious, I have to say.
Yeah. You know what? Tom looks really good in a Santa hat. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did I do? I'm sorry.
You look good in a Santa hat.
Everything I wear looks like shit on me.
Yeah.
Like somewhere there's a hot lady who's going to look good when I'm on her.
Oh, very good. Well done. You should. Hey, that sounds like a song. Have you
I should write a song like that.
You should.
Oh, okay. Holy shit, that was her. Okay, now I know what you're talking about.
Y'all like that song, Neon Color.
Sci-Fi for me sent me the photo of her. What's her name?
Oh, Christina Ricci.
Yeah, Christina Ricci.
Oh,
yeah. Okay, I had no idea. I had no idea that was her.
Go ahead, bring that up.
Yeah, whip that out.
All right, give me a sec.
That's what she said.
No.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Yeah. Except Drew could actually. Yeah. Drew could actually put out the lights in a small city if he did that carelessly.
Yeah,
he tried.
That's her right there.
Yeah. Yep.
I had no idea that was her.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Now I know who she is.
Yep.
Yeah. You see the douche knuckle on the right there?
Mm-hmm.
Did not like him at all.
Oh, God, no.
I don't think he was meant to be likable.
Hello,
he was my Flash Thompson of the movie.
Put that back up. I'm not done.
What did they refer to him as? The handle?
Hey, you did that on your own time, Tom.
Tom's like, wait a minute. Rewind. Freeze frame.
She would look excellent on me.
She's 23 minutes in.
I just bought Black Snake Moan on Blu-ray, my friend. I'm good.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, what?
I haven't seen that in years. That's with I'm a bad.
Yeah. Black hole sun.
God, she was hot in that too.
Black Snake.
Yeah,
No,
wearing
not
Daisy
Black
Dukes and a
Hole.
cutoff through the whole damn thing almost. And
she only thinks she doesn't have any
Just like
boobs.
underwear and shit like that. Hell yeah.
But she doesn't have boobs. That's the problem. No
boobs.
boobs.
Does it fucking matter? A mouthful is more than enough.
You can have that corrected, by the way.
I'd say she don't have that small of a mouth.
I like more than a mouth.
She's got a figure at least and all that business. So
how old is she now?
She's my age, a little older.
Yeah.
How old?
Like literally a few months older than me. So she's
how
41 or
Tom?
2. She might be 42 by now, but she's like 41, 42.
God, you know what? Here's the problem. When you get to be my age, you are a dirty old man because anybody that's 10 years your junior, you're like
41.
Really? No. See, in Greece, we have it where you can date anyone. A man can date anyone who's half their age plus 7.
That's too much math. Fuck
I like that.
I mean, that's just a general man rule.
Yeah.
Oh God! All right, George.
What the fuck?
For $4.99, Pat Kid poured curd, pulled cold.
Oh, pretty good.
Wow. He's doing the peas and the C's, no problem.
Yeah,
Since you brought up curd, I want to bitch for 2 seconds.
Mhm.
I say we need to ban these little fucking sweet corn curd things.
What?
I was tricked today thinking they were cheese curds, and those stupid fucking bastards put one in my mouth and
that sounds like a Wisconsin problem that nobody can understand.
Fuck off! I don't care.
What curd things are you talking? Are you talking about candy corn?
No, they're these little they look just like cheese curds, like fried cheese curds.
Okay, there's
what's inside is like a sweet bread kind of thing with corn, like literal chunks of corn in it.
And
I thought they were cheese curds.
Cuban croqueta, it sounds.
So they're like
something like that. I don't know, but they're fucking.
So they're like corn nuts, but not.
They're not. They're fried, man.
But that sounds like a croqueta. Those are really
just
pretty
like
good.
a fucking fried nuts.
Okay. So there's a super chat that just popped up that actually before you get to.
Yep.
This actually reminds me that there is a movie coming out in April that looks really good called The Northman.
Oh
yeah.
All that.
That looks fucking amazing.
That's gonna get butts in the seats.
Yeah.
Now if they made a symphonic black metal soundtrack for that movie, I would see it.
We were talking about this on Midnight's Edge for like multiple episodes, I think.
Yeah, it's the movie that looks that. People have been talking about quite a bit. So.
Man.
So Imperatus, I can't fucking say that. I really can't.
It's actually like a Norwegian version of Hamlet.
Frost, Windir,
Otig,
Kvist, and
he just woke up to Cthulhu. Good job.
Yeah.
I was gonna say at some point we're gonna start summoning demons up in here.
Come on, Imperatus. Where's Dimmu Borgir on there?
Oh, there you go.
Now Imperatus is going to be
even without the Invisalign, and I couldn't fucking say that.
Heinlung. Yeah, dude,
Summon
Northman.
Andre.
I think Northman will be pretty good. Based on
Dude, holy fucking shit, that trailer looks amazing.
But yeah, I guess
based-
it's actually a Norwegian version of Hamlet.
Yeah,
Who
based on
fucking made this movie, by the way? Because that didn't come out in Hollywood.
It's Eggers.
Yes. Yeah.
Eggers.
Yeah, dude. Mr. H was talking about
No,
it.
he's wearing like an Egger suit.
No, not like that.
So, what country made that movie?
I thought he was. I think he was either. I think he's Norwegian.
I think it's Norwegian.
I think. I'm not sure.
I think that actually was explained.
Because, like I said, it's based on their version of Hamlet. So,
yeah. Oh, George. Okay.
you got to do like
Surely,
Silver Shark.
Sylvia
Swim.
swims. What? Okay. Shrieked Sammy. Surprise. Someone should show Sylvia some strokes so she shall not sink.
No, not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. He's getting the hang of it.
Yeah, still
He's
pretty low, though.
gonna have to work at this now.
They're training him to
No,
talk.
you're telling me, man.
Alexander Skarsgård is in The Northman.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
he is.
And
like him.
it's a Robert Eggers film. It
Yeah.
looks
Oh, okay. He did The
amazing.
Lighthouse and the Vitch.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
said
yeah.
Eggers. I couldn't remember his first name.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess Nicole Kidman's in it. Ethan Hawke
Yeah.
is in it.
Yeah.
I didn't know Ethan Hawke was in it.
Yeah, that weird singer chick Bjork is in it.
Yeah. I heard.
Bajork.
I saw Bjork's name on there, but I was like,
Bajork.
Yeah, she's
trying
an
to figure out where
she's
she's
an
at.
enchantress in here.
Yeah, but when did she
She's
start
not
acting?
weird. She beat the crap out of some paparazzi that were trying to take pictures of her and her kid.
yeah.
Yeah, and Anya Taylor-Joy is in this as well. So apparently also is Willem Dafoe.
Oh, I love Willem Dafoe.
No, nice.
So this is a deep roster film, kids. So it should be good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And it just looks impressive too. It looks
No,
like
the trailer
story
makes
in
it look good. Okay, so let's all have that conversation. Were you impressed with the Matrix 4's trailer?
No.
Okay,
Nope.
but you were impressed with the Northman's.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
much so.
Yeah.
Okay, so were you impressed with the Black Widow's trailer?
Not really.
Okay,
No.
but were you impressed with Spider-Man's No Ways Home trailer?
I was.
Yes.
Mhm.
Were you impressed?
when that one came out, I said, "This is how you make a trailer."
Yes, yes.
This is because I was comparing it to the whole thing with Eternals, which looked muddy and looked like shit,
It did.
and it didn't look fun. And I said the movie's probably not going to be great, which I was obviously wrong on. And but I was like, "This is how you make a trailer. This is how you put butts in seats. You make the movie look like it's fun."
Right.
Okay.
I did like
what
the
Eternals
first
did not do.
Matrix. I did like the first Matrix.
Oh, the
trailer.
first one was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
no.
that really was a groundbreaking movie.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, and
The whole
And
thing
I-
with bullet time.
Oh
It
yeah,
was.
but that's what I was gonna say. The bullet time. I'm sorry, culture. Just one before I forget.
okay, brother, go.
When they were saying like this is the new bullet time. What the hell was that reverse weird thing?
I think a lot of that was just them
bullshit.
trying to meta
bullshitting.
the meta. They
Yeah.
metaed the meta right there.
Because one word, bullet time. But that's two words.
Right. Because if he's mastered all the other stuff. Why would that stop him? Like, okay, like
He hasn't at this point. At this point, and I've said it like 3 times now. He's down to just being push man.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
All he
Well,
does.
Well, but he did fly at the end, so calm yourself. I mean,
No,
and
no.
yeah.
He got carried by Carrie-Anne Moss, who was
No,
clearly
no,
just
no,
hanging
no,
on
no,
the
no,
wire.
no,
He does fly,
He
though.
did fly at the end.
Because they fly together, they
And
hold
then
hands,
separate.
they fly off together.
Yeah, they did the
All
Superman.
I saw was
and-
her fly and just float there for a minute, clearly just hanging on wire. And I'm like, this is ridiculous.
You know, they jumped off that building 16 times.
What do you mean?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So rewinding a little. So we were talking about trailers. So Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. What do you guys think about that trailer?
Was that actually considered to be a trailer?
Yes,
No, it is because
I
it's
haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
It was terrible.
it was terrible.
absolutely terrible.
Yeah, and so this is the thing now, guys. If the trailer sucks balls, and we know that Hollywood is now showing you the best part of every part of their film because we just saw it in the Matrix. The Matrix trailer. The best part of the film is in the trailer, and it sucks. You already know what the movie's going to be, and I hate to look at movies that way. That's not the way that you're supposed to do it. But let me tell you, back in the 80s, when they're showing you the best part of the movie in the trailer, the movie still kicked ass.
Mm-hmm. Why not terrible.org?
You're right. Terrible.org.
Wait a minute. What about the original Suicide Squad? The one that had the Queen song that everybody went crazy for that trailer. Remember?
You know what? Okay, so
it looked great.
But I'm different. I have a different opinion of the Suicide Squad than all of you.
No, I liked it except for 2 or 3.
Wait, you talk about the original Suicide Squad or the Suicide Squad?
No, the original.
Just Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Suicide Squad. So I forgot the V.
I really liked the trailer. The movie was trash, but at times fun.
Yeah,
right. And so when you see the non-theatrical release or the extended cut, the film gets better.
But I thought the Matrix trailer sucked either way. The movie might have been a little bit better than the trailers. I don't know.
And here's the other thing: if they give you air cut of that film,
that's what
it will be far better, because he's going to take the shit that they put in there with Leto and replace it with the better parts of Leto.
Yesterday, the doctor had said that there's not that much better shit.
there's 28 or 29 minutes of more film that he wants to replace.
I got you, but I also gotta believe script because he worked on the fucking.
He worked on it. Different. Okay, but it's not like what they did with the fucking douche nugget cut of the freaking Joss Whedon crash test.
Oh, it's not going to be nearly to that extent. So we already know that like 80% of the movie you're going to get is pretty much what we got before, just cut differently and probably color time differently.
Oh yeah, definitely color time differently. But also, you're going to get, there's 28 different minutes you'll get in the film.
And I know that can be a lot, but it all depends on how it's utilized.
Yep.
I just want to point out
the Suicide Squad was a great fucking movie.
It was fine. It wasn't great. The great's a strong word.
Okay.
Dial that back a little bit. Yeah.
It is a fun comic book movie.
Yes, it is. It's fun movie. Fun movie. Yes.
Does it make you excited to watch
so I would say great. The problem is like it's like I would say the grading words, right? To me, a great movie is something that's fun. It's better than good. It's above average. But it's not like, movie perfection or anything like that. So I think it's a great film. Great film as in it's, above average.
It's not
Lawrence good for me is above average.
No, I understand. I understand.
It's about, I would say, average to slightly above average.
No, I feel you. So let's rewind.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this then. Good trailer or not, Morbius.
Morbius
trailer.
I think it's okay.
Ooh,
the second trailer was better.
Yeah.
I like the second trailer a lot.
Yeah.
The Morbius trailer I saw when I was Spider-Man was pretty good.
I like they released that 4-minute scene.
It's one of the few. Yeah, it's one. I haven't seen that yet, but it's one of the few times that that they did one of those slowed down versions of a classic song where it kind of fit.
Yes.
People Are Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and I know you guys, Jefferson Airplane song in this film didn't bother me as much as it did some of you, but when like I said, I think Morbius is going to be good.
I don't mind it so much, but it's too on the fucking nose because the White Rabbit thing has always been a thing since the first movie. That goes right with what Zach was saying.
We're flip flopping between stuff. I was kind of confused.
Are you talking about?
Speaking of flip flopping between stuff, I thought the best use of White Rabbit was in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Holy shit, great film. Nick Cage,
an overused song in movies. Period.
Yeah, it is,
but not then. But okay, so rewind, remove several movies, and back then that was not an overused song.
No, but the whole idea of White Rabbit was like introduced with the Matrix and all that shit too, and.
Oh wow! Somebody just, do you know what? Tiki of Doom. I will always pick Wesley Snipes over Morbius. Always. He was so great in Blade. Oh my God. He was Blade. I swear to God, the only person who can be Blade is Wesley Snipes forever. That's how good he was. There are character defining roles that actors play, and only that actor can be that character. Only Wesley Snipes.
He was such a 90s badass too, man. I love his movies.
So good.
Well, dude, Mr. Harala is a decent actor.
Who? Say again.
The guy's gonna play Blade.
Mahershala Ali.
Oh yeah. No, you're not.
close.
You're right, Wes. No, he is.
He's good. I actually liked him as was it Cottonmouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was really good.
He's
look,
not an action star though.
and that's the problem. Okay, so go back. Here's your Wesley Snipes stuff, right? White Men Can't Jump, right? Demolition Man, fucking awesome. He was in Blade. Yeah, I'm sorry. He was in a whole lot of stuff.
Passenger 57.
That is like my favorite movie that he's done. Besides,
always been on
besides Demolition Man.
Yeah.
That's a fucking hardcore action film.
I love it.
It is.
And don't forget Tu Wong Fu.
Oh, shut up.
He was great in Tu Wong Fu.
What's Tu Wong Fu?
Tu Wong
Fu. Thanks for
about
everything, Julie Newmar.
Yeah. I fucking
it's about three drag queens.
Kurt Russell.
Oh, is it
Not
like
Kurt Russell?
Is that like copying the Australian one with
Patrick
Mr.
Swayze,
Smith,
Russell.
Agent Smith?
Patrick
Patrick
Swayze.
Swayze.
Movie star
Priscilla
Patrick
Queen of
Swayze, motherfucker.
And Leguizamo.
Say again. Say again. Is that basically copying the Australian one with Agent Smith?
And that movie is Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Yeah,
by the way.
Priscilla.
It's similar-ish, I think. I've never seen the Priscilla one, but
New Jack
people
City.
have said it's kind of similar. But actually, Cars is kind of a ripoff of it.
New
That
Jack
and Doc,
City's so
Doc
great.
Hollywood.
U.S. Marshals, Dearest is you. Yeah, I remember that now. That was a great. I liked it. And Rising Sun. I loved Rising Sun.
Oh, he was.
No,
Yeah,
Rising
Rising
Sun was a
Sun.
good movie.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
God,
so
Rising
you get
Sun
my
was
point, right? Wesley Snipes is a badass, but
Yeah.
there's only one person that should be able to play Blade, and it's
Yeah,
fucking
it
Wesley
should
Snipes.
be him. I don't know why they didn't bring him back. He's still in great.
He's still in great shape, dude. Would kick everybody's ass like he's like Keanu Reeves. He will whoop your ass.
Yeah. Well, he's actually a martial artist.
I think you know why probably because it's fucking Disney. That's why.
He's a martial artist, so I think he's
But
a
why
teacher.
didn't? Yeah, why
He's
didn't
a martial
they?
arts teacher too.
I know he knows Wing Chun. I read it a few years ago, like the martial arts that he took. I wonder why they didn't bring him back. That would keep the continuity.
Yep.
Even if they would have had him as Whistler this time around,
It would even make sense if he aged because he's
They
like
tried. He didn't want to do that.
What?
He would be so.
Yeah, I knew somebody who was going to write on it, who was like working with the Wesley's camp.
Mm-hmm.
If Wesley had gotten in on it, and
This is
he
a
was
true story.
resist. They wanted him to play the Whistler role. He said no.
He wanted
He wanted to play Blade, but he was willing to play Blade with Blade's daughter, which was something that was going on in the comics or whatever.
Yeah.
And they said, no, we want this guy to play Blade and we want you to play Whistler. And he said no.
Well, why don't they want him is what I don't understand.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I really don't. And maybe because he's 60. I have no idea.
Troy Reed will be the new Blade.
He doesn't look 60. I can say
No,
that.
he doesn't look his age, but
he could still
he might feel it on screen though.
We'll see. We'll see.
You guys got to also remember when they try to get insurance for a lot of these older actors and stuff, sometimes it's a pain in the ass, especially if they're doing like stunts and shit.
Yeah, like Clint Eastwood's like 7,000 years old and he can still make cry bullshit.
But that's just because he makes his own fucking movies.
Yeah, but Jackie Chan, no one will insure him. He goes to Lloyd's of London. He takes out a bond for every film that he used to do. So I mean,
before he went full on Chinese propagandist. Yes, you're right.
Yes, before.
Yeah, he's doing that to get his kid out of trouble.
I don't know. Is that why? Because I wonder.
Is that the reason why he did it?
It is.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
had no idea.
Jail or something
I have that theory about a lot of Chinese actors that come out in pro-government that they're doing it because they're being coerced too. But that's just my theory.
Oh wait,
you're probably
not
not wrong.
Thing with big government. I'm sorry, Zach. You think that actually happens?
Yeah.
Because Chinese actors did it too.
Oh wait, that's a Monday conversation. I will be quiet now.
Nick's Radio for $2. Vicarious, Violet, Violent, Vapid, Velvet. I have no idea what that word is.
Velchmerch.
Velchmerch.
Yeah, Velchmerch.
Speaking of merch, get your Dix Division merch today.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to move it someplace else. And
not only that, here's the interesting thing. This is the interesting thing about Dick's Division merch before we get to the super chat. In the near future, you can actually name specific parts of Dick's Division's ranch.
No, it's Division Ranch, not Dick's Division Ranch.
Oh,
I keep always saying Dick's Division Ranch when I meant just Division
Dick's Ranch. Dick's Ranch.
No,
you can name
Division
parts
Ranch.
of Dick's Ranch. Dick's Ranch.
I think he means Division Ranch. Division Ranch.
Before we do any of this,
Division
Tom's,
Ranch.
I think, got to dip
Get your
out.
dick on with your Division Ranch stuff you can name there at the
There's
place.
no dick in it. It's just Division.
That's just Division's Dick's Ranch thing. You're going to be able to name the barn, a chicken coop.
It's Division Ranch.
Like the utility, like the
doesn't have dick in it. It's just Division.
Rancho Dixo.
Why don't you cut it in half and call it Dick's Vision Ranch?
Okay, Comix. I want to name the barn Hair Plugs.
Oh God, George!
You guys are talking about dicks.
I will film myself the next time I'm out there over at the Hair Plugs bar.
There you go.
Comix, I think we got a couple of guys that got a dip.
Okay.
Well, I was curious how long we were going yet, but it looks like Drew's got to get running.
Oh, okay. We're I was actually planning on wrapping things up.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up, kind of like you should do. Wrap
your dick if you don't want to get sick.
Yeah, if you can, if you can find anything that big.
Brightest day for $2.
Can I name the bar the West Moody Watering Hole?
Yeah,
nice.
We can. There we go.
Cool.
Mustafa's Smooth Smithy Smash Stash Stonk Stinks.
Wow, he's kicking ass.
There was still plenty of in there, so we're good.
No, there was plenty of it. Okay, Midnight Edge After Dark for $5. Sharks swim in the shimmering Caspian Sea, where the seashells grow, and silly, soaked, sexy succubus scam sailors as they surf for silver cisgendered soy.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. There you go.
Well, my God.
Got more S's in that motherfucker than you could ever think of.
Got so near for $2. Blade 4 is Wesley Snipes fighting IRS vampires.
Yes. It's true.
I can see it.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. All right. Last one. Godzilla there for $2. Dick's Division Ranch chimney will be Toxic Man Flu.
Yay! Wait, I have a button for that. There it is.
Oh my God. Okay, we are done.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. Starting with our guest of the evening, Brightest Day.
Aw. Thank you, guys. Hey, thank you for having me on tonight, man. This was an absolute blast.
That is an awesome shirt, by the way.
It is.
Thank you.
Fueled by tacos, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, wow.
Hi, guys. I'm Brightest Day. You can find me here at Brightest Day on Twitch, on YouTube, on Odyssey, on half a dozen other places. My primary piece of content is Booked with Brightest Day, where Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday nights I read classic sci-fi novels to you. I am currently reading Star Wars Heir to the Empire, Dune, and Kai MFS's Space Crime Domino, all of which will be finished within the next week.
Yeah.
Tuesdays and Thursday nights, I'm supporting Drew on his channel for Rogue Resistance and Pegasus Actual Podcast. And I'm also affiliate on Twitch, where I game a couple of nights a week.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's never been late, has he?
Not true.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm Culture Casino. I have a YouTube channel. I have a Twitch channel. I'm on Odyssey. I'm on Minds. I'm on Twitter.
I didn't know you had a Twitch channel.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a Twitch channel.
Yeah, I play games and stuff once in a while. In fact, I'm going to lean more heavily into that starting in January. The boss is going to start participating in a big way since I just built her an entire workstation and she's got a new computer and monitors and the whole 9 yards. So the new year should be fruitful and she's going to start handling the merch. So you will actually be able to start buying new products that will be, I guess, more attractive. Than
New products?
No.
Bolivian product?
Oh, God. No. Although Frank Marshall would probably appreciate that. Beyond all of those things, I just want to say these gentlemen are amazing. I love hanging out with all of them. For those of you in the chat, if you are not subscribed to any one of these folks, you should be. They make great content and they are very good friends of mine. And of course, we're coming up on the end of the year and I will be streaming tomorrow. As per schedule, we will have the 6-minute daily. We'll have the Friday pre-flight, which will be a special Christmas Eve edition. Of course, all your favorite shows will run tomorrow evening. And then I imagine Tom and I might do something else throughout the weekend. I won't say exactly what that could be. We don't know. But I will also
make a baby.
No, I will stream on Christmas Day. Just
damn.
if you were looking for something to do at some point during Christmas Day, I'll be here for you. I just want to say thank you. This is the silly season, so if you are feeling silly, reach out to another human being because believe it or not, somebody cares. I love you all. Everybody have a great holiday season. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
And wash your hands.
Well, of course.
And wash your ass.
Wash your ass.
Tom.
I didn't do it. Nobody saw me do it. No way anybody can prove anything. What?
Wes.
Oh, yes, I'm up. Okay. I am Wes Moody of the Wes Moody Webcast. I talk about current events, pop culture, occasional conspiracy theories, occasional car talk, gaming streams, and I will vlog about whatever the heck I want to because it is my webcast. Hope to see you there, my friends. I'm working on the Conspiracy Guy Chronicles, which is an animated series, which I hope to have done hopefully sometime next year, 2022. We will see ya.
Drew. Beware the Drew.
You know, I'm thinking back on the past couple of years, and I got to say I'm grateful for the gentlemen on this panel because not only have they supported me for the better part of 2 years, just been there as really, really good friends and just, you know, gone out of their way to help behind the scenes. And also, you know, I want to give credit to you folks in the chat. I can't say it enough. Without you, there is no us. And so many of you out there, you know, some of you are mods on my channel. Some of you, you know, we've become friends, you know, offline. And you folks are all amazing, you know, and I am so grateful for all the help, all the assistance, all the well wishes when you've reached out to help not only myself, but my mom. And man, I couldn't ask for any better circle of friends in this community. And you folks, the panel, the chat, you're all amazing. And from the bottom of my heart, Merry Christmas, a blessed New Year to you. God bless you all. Thank you so much for your help. You can catch me on Tuesdays on Rogue Resistance, Thursdays on Pegasus Actual. I may pop up tomorrow for a Christmas Eve stream because, you know, things are probably going to be a quiet Christmas over in this household. So I may go live tomorrow. And then, of course, if Culture's going to be around on Christmas Day, I may join in for some hijinks. You never know.
Sounds good, bro.
So,
yeah, that
you know, Merry Christmas, folks, and much love from myself and my mom. Thank you.
Last but not least, George.
Hello. I wanted to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. You know, you can find me at George the Giant Slayer. And tomorrow I'll be releasing early in the morning. It's going to come out my Spider-Man No Way Home review. I cover politics, pop culture, and also I'm finally doing my first giveaway. I want to thank everybody not only in the chat, but everybody who supports me by giving away a PlayStation 5 and a Nintendo Switch. So,
damn.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
wow, dude.
Damn.
I can't even find a PS5.
Yeah, I found some. I want to thank everyone for that. And I love you all. And thank you again, Comix and Culture and Tom.
I almost beat some little Chinese lady to get one. I was pissed. I couldn't get one.
One of George's resellers.
Stop Asian hate.
Stop Asian hate.
It was just the fact that she got one before me. That's all. I
love all of you, and I thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you, George. There's a few comments I want to highlight real quick because I think it's pretty cool. Andrew says, I was having a horrible night. You guys made me laugh nonstop. Thank you. That's what we're here for, right, is to entertain you and make people laugh. I know that, you know, there's a lot of crazy shit going on in the world. And obviously there's, you know, this time of year is pretty difficult for people, some people as well. And I'm just happy that we're here to be there for you and make you laugh and entertain you. So also Legabulous says something very similar. Let me go find it real quick. He said, I need the stream tonight, Comics Division. Thanks for another awesome Thursday night. And the other thing too, man, thanks to all of you for being here watching us, you know, make asses out of ourselves tonight. and obviously me having to suffer through my Invisalign because this is probably going to be going on for a while. So it should be interesting when it comes to making content going forward. But anyway, thanks for showing up. Thanks to everybody on the panel. I know Bryce Day hit me up saying, hey, can I get on tonight? And I'm glad I had him on. I had a blast hanging out with you, Zach. And as always, I had a blast hanging out with everybody on the panel. And, of course, you out there in the chat. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'll see you back on Monday.
We will.
Merry Christmas.
Last thing from Eric K. I almost said Mary K for some reason. For $2. Shiny seashells on the seashore. Anyway.
Love you all.
Yeah, you had practice before you got to that one.
Yeah, I kind of did. All right, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
So say we all.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and comment. And subscribe if you're new to the channel. A huge thanks to all the Subscribe Star supporters. Without you, Comix Division would probably be crying in a corner somewhere. The Big Spenders. Roger the Shrubber, Toxic Manflu, and HMStix. I'm a sucker with a lot of dough. David Blair. Take my money, damn it. LDH 27513. Dexidoodle. J.A.F.O. Subscriber number 22F2C6C3. And that's 70s Rock Fan. I'll buy that for $1. Colin D. Mech AG94. Jenna Lyn. DiabloDame, John B, user C2B7C4F4, and Stand 4. Thank you all for your support. You are awesome.